Good evening, good evening, good evening, good evening. This is your Wizard of Blizzard, your electric scimitar, mystical machine gun, welcoming you back to Neo Kobe. Welcome back to Christmas time. It's Christmas all year around here on the mystical machine gun stream. We're back in Snatcher land. Welcome in, you Rosie. I hope you're doing well. Thank you for the follow and thank you for the ban botted account. You're banned from the channel, but the follow still counts, I think. I don't know. So last time, we came to the world of Snatcher, where there was a great catastrophe 50 years ago, and there's a new catastrophe brewing, where robots are snatching bodies. What's a Snatcher? Oh, shit. We had one right here. Luckily our Snatchers don't look like real people, real chatters. They don't talk about food. They don't talk about bodily functions. You know, the Snatchers we've got in chat are just not really realistic. And we play Gillian Seed, who is searching for his lost memories, searching to reconnect with his lost wife, and she's also lost her memories. And we're searching for the murderer of our fellow junker, Jean-Luc Gibson. And at the end of last stream, we got a bit lost. Didn't know where to go, what to do. So, after thinking about it for a week, I realized that we had gotten some info from Isabella, the sexy dancer at Outer Heaven. But I don't know if we got all the information we possibly could have from her, because she mentioned seeing Jean-Luc in there, and then we kind of didn't get anywhere. I really enjoy this game, but like a verb hunt in a text adventure where you're just trying to read the developer's mind to say, use rubber chicken on dead body or whatever. But you have to say it in the exact right way because they didn't really think of it. In this game, there's no parser. You don't type things in, but you have your language of options, and they want you to use them, even when it makes no sense to use them. So, even though you've looked before or you've investigated before, and you're in the middle of a conversation with someone, sometimes you just have to go back and look and investigate and look and investigate, and ask and look and investigate until things, loop. And this afternoon at like 2:30 p.m, I thought, I'm not dressing up for this. It's still too hot. Wearing a trench coat, shirt and tie last week. Good content, too hot. And it's like, maybe I should just print out the mask that he's wearing and just wear that for a whole stream. But yes. Yeah, it's coming with a lot of the more difficult trappings of point and clicks and text passes. Thank God it's so stylish. Exactly. I could listen to the music all day. I could look at these graphics all day. The sense of humor is great. The faces are great. I am going to post emotes, including the new one, which is Metal saying no. I tried to cut out the frames so it was just Metal's head turning. It was too hard. So that's why our beeping friend, that's why Metal is got the transparent background, and why Metal saying no does not have the transparent background. Anyway. Oh, it's Sparks from the strip club. Opossums are notoriously perverted. Right. This guy is from... Oh, I've forgotten already. That's Gomon, Eurosi. You should recognize Gomon, having played his game on the SNES. These are the Contra guys. Sparkster, as you've mentioned. And here we have Dracula and a random Belmont. And now let me get my mouse away, because seeing the mouse on stream is incredibly annoying for me. You should do it as a turnip man. Well, here's what you do. If we call the customers, we can call Gomon. Hey, don't bother me. What you want anyway? Ask about Gibson. What's with this? I don't know what Goman sounds like. Show the photo. What's the deal with this guy? Okay. Bye, Goman. Oh, I had a bit of a voice for Gillian, didn't I? Thanks. Sorry to bother you. That's right. He's got a bit of high-pitched accent, doesn't he? Anyway, let's call the dancer. I'll call Isabella. It was Isabella. There you go. Hey, Isabella, over here. And everybody looks at you, I think. Yes. Oh, you two again. What can I do for you? An Easter Island statue and a robot? Now, we need to ask more about Gibson. Okay, I can't believe we didn't do this. Well, it was just the other day. It wasn't masquerade hour, so I remember his face pretty clearly. He seemed to be waiting around for one of our regular customers. A regular? He was going out of his way to eat buffalo. Then he spat up blood. I was really grossed out. You say he was waiting for someone. Well, I suppose it was more like he was following him. He left as soon as the other guy did. Can we ask about the regular customer? About that man. Would you mind telling me a little about him? I don't know his name, but he was in here all the time, especially when we weren't running Masquerade Hour. Yeah, I don't know if I'd want to go to a bar and just wear a mask the whole time. maybe the domino mask, but if I'm there drinking, I don't want to be going all the time. Outside of Masquerade Hour. So that means you've seen his face then. Do you remember it? I think so. All right, Metal. Let's have her come down to headquarters with us. We need to use Jordan, put together a montage. Montage! We can't take her to headquarters. Why not? Well, it's like the manager said. She's a star actress. If the media were to find out about this, we'd never get any cooperation ever again. What are you mumbling about? This is really a delicate issue. Although inconvenient, we should take down her description and then go back to headquarters to build the montage on our own. It'll probably take too long to check these you out. Such bad jokes. Like, this whole conversation should just have this face the whole time. Hey, just where do you think you're looking? I'm looking at the area. Jeez, look at the size of those eyes on her. It's amazing what 21st century technology is capable of. What's wrong, Gillian? Gotta love these actresses. Jamie looks like a little boy compared to this woman. Real nice way to talk about your wife. Gillian, what are you mumbling about? Please don't stare at me like that. I'm shy and you're embarrassing me. Okay. Let's back to that man. Okay, let's start with his activities. He was in here at all different times, so he probably doesn't have a job or work regular hours. Living the dream. I've only been here for a month, so I don't know anything about what happened before that. Could you try to remember his distinguishing characteristics? Could you try to remember his distinguishing characteristics? Ooh. Okay. Gillian, keep the description in mind. Afterwards, we can use it to put together a montage. Montage. Oh, right. I might need to take some notes here. Facial shape. What was the overall shape of his face? He had kind of a bony look. Okay, so bony face. Okay. Type of eyes. What about his eyes? He had this really piercing gaze. A rather threatening look. Okay. Like eye color or anything? What about his eyes? No? Okay. Type of nose. He had an artistic nose. Poetic. What kind of nose did he have? Ah, it was pointy like mine. Pointy nose like Isabella's. Okay. Type of mouth. How about his mouth? He had thin lips, I think. Okay, thin lips. This is like playing Carmen Sandiego. Type of hair. How was he wearing his hair? It was sort of naturally flowing towards the back of his head. Oh my God, hair. What about hair color? Height? Race? Any of this? He had a big widow's peak. Widow's peak. Okay. Man's age, okay. About how old would you say he was? He looked like he was in his 30s. Okay, thank you, Isabella. All right, we got notes. Now let's just double check any of these in case she says anything different. Nope. Nope, so he wears his hair back. Oh, if only we'd gotten these clues last week when I was wearing my hair back. But I do not have a widow's peak. I have a line. Okay, change subject. Thanks very much. You've been quite helpful. I hope you can use this information. Do something. Ask out on a date. Why not? Where are you going to take me? Has to be a really exciting place or I'll leave. Exciting? What kind of place would that be? Oh dear. I can see I'd be wasting my time. Well, that makes 2 women who have dumped you. Was there some problem with my approach? No, the problem is you. Well, you know they say that many women are uncomfortable around particularly handsome men. Wait, that's Gillian. That's not middle. Whoops. Whatever you say, Gillian. Okay. Thanks. I think what you've told us may help a bit. Hello, board game heaven yourself. How are you doing? Oh, I think that second hello wasn't for me. Ooh, Thief 2 and Thief 2X. Good times. It's good to have you in board game heaven. I hope you're doing well. We've just gotten a somewhat... We should use this information to build a montage of the suspect and then run it through Jordan to see if there are any matches. You mean like building a composite photograph? It would be nice if Isabella would come back to headquarters with us. Well, I guess we'll just have to have her take a look at it later. All right, let's get out of here. Manager said, thank you very much for not causing a scene. Let's see, just the cover charge. That'll be 500 credits. 500? Here you go. 500 credits. Okay, that's 500 exactly. Thank you. Oh, I should point out in the thing that we're doing retro achievements of this as well, but oh well. I should find a way to have a little capture the window of the achievements thing. All right, we are going home, doorman. We are going home. Home being Junker HQ. Gillian, your mask. I know. There, it's off. Thief is one of those series that I need to play. Like I love Deus Ex, so I should love Thief, but it's just not had the chance. Like I need to play it with the bells and whistles. Not even bells and whistles, just with modern resolution and stuff like that. And not expert. Oh, you haven't seen my stealth abilities in the Metal Gear series. Is it not? Is it too easy otherwise? Only if I can have some sort of magical thing that lets me use infinite grass arrows or whatever it is that makes your footsteps quiet. Right. Welcome back, Gillian. Are you making any progress in your investigation? We'll talk to Gillian. We'll talk to Mika later. We're going to go straight to the computer room. No messing about. Oh, there's more content. Oh, yeah, because there's more objectives, isn't there? It's like GoldenEye, where there's more objectives on the harder difficulties. I love that type of difficulty, actually. Rather than just extra HP or extra enemies. Just, there's areas that are blocked off. Oh, there you go. That is good advice. Because those blocked off areas would probably drive me crazy if I played Thief. There you go. We'll put it on the long list for a future series playthrough, maybe. But that would mean I have to play the PS4 one. I play series, like that's kind of my setup. Is I play series to play the games I've really enjoyed and showed to people, but also fill in gaps in series. Because I don't think there's a series I've played where I've played every single game in a series, except Deus Ex, maybe. Depends on if you count Deus Ex Go. But otherwise, I've played Deus Ex, I've played The Fall, I've played Invisible War. I've even played the PS2 port a bit. Played Human Revolution, Mankind Divided, all the DLC. So that one would, if I'd played Deus Ex, it would just be, here's me playing through it again. All right, let's use Jordan. I am Jordan, Junker Headquarters, host AI computer system. Please insert your ID card. I should use Jordan as my interface for Snatcher, shouldn't I? I don't have to make more GIFs. And I'm just... All right. Let's create a montage. Montage mode. Select facial parts to assemble complete likeness. All right. two robots talking to each other. All right. Let's try constructing a montage photograph of the suspect. You can use the scan database command to search for possible matches when completed. Okay. So, Boney. Oh, see, Metal Gear's going to help us out. Isabella said the guy had sort of a bony look, didn't she? Which one? Oh, dear. Sorry. Shape 5 looks like an ice cream. And Shape 6 looks like a nutsack. So there's multiple bony ones here. We've got 2, I'd say is bony. Like those cheekbones, holy moly. 3, kind of bony. 4 again. 5's bony as well, but God, the cheekbones on that are intense. You can cut them with a knife. 1 is not bony. 6 is not bony. 6 is a ghost from Pac-Man. Let's start with 2. That's bony. Facial shape number 2. That doesn't seem right. Oh, okay. Let's try 3. Okay. Gillian didn't say anything that time. So he had threatening eyes. What was it that Isabella said? Piercing, threatening eyes. So eyes 1 do not look threatening. Eyes 2 looks like a cartoon character. Eyes 3 looks like they're angry. Eyes 4 looks a bit wall-eyed. Looks like me. Eyes 5 are glasses. So I think we're going to go with 6 because 6 looks like Golgo 13. And if that's not a threatening look. ... Oh, yes. Okay. Nose is pointy. What kind of nose did Isabella say he had? Oh, this is really confusing. Pointy like hers. So nose 1 is kind of pointy. It's kind of anime. Nose 2 is just a pig nose. Nose 3 is my nose. I wouldn't call my nose pointy. Nose 4 is a butt with a mustache coming out of it. Nose 5 is rabbit ears. Nose 6 is a Moogle. So let's go with nose 1. Right, the mouth. What did they say about the mouth? Thin lips. Okay. Okay. I'm really baffled here. I'm baffled too. I'm baffled about what counts as mouths in this database. We've got an unknown from Pokemon. We've got the beautiful lips there. We've got, I don't know what number 5 is. What is number 5? And 6 is Bugs Bunny. What's up, Seed? So it's not 1. 2, I don't think this is the kind of guy who would smile. So 3 is possibly the thinnest lipped one. 5 is Garfield. That is a cat's face. It's got whiskers. So yeah, let's go 3. Okay, hairstyle. Flowing back with a widow's peak. How did Isabella describe his hair? What was it? Naturally flowing. I think that's what she said. Okay, so there's a widow's peak, so that's 2 and 4. 1 is way too receding to be called a widow's peak for my money. 3 is Robert Redford. 5 is headphones, and 6 is I don't know, news broadcaster from the 70s. It's also my hairstyle, but you know. I'm Tom Brokaw. Welcome to the football. Well, that's what my hairstyle tries to be before it cascades everywhere. Anyway, you're not here to hear about my hair. I think 2 is the closest we've got to a widow's peak, long and flowing to the back. Looks like a helmet when it's actually on him. All right. Scan the database. Now, searching. The Alpha 1 network will be searched for possible matches. Possible match located. All right, we did it. Good work, Gillian. 2 possible matches for montage photograph located. Possibility 1, probability of match 70%. Wow. Ivan Rodriguez, air surfer, amateur, 27 years old. Address, 5 to 22 South Atayado, SN District. Caution, non-municipal data administration district. He was like, I love his hair. Could be ruined. Possibility number 2, probability of match, 65%. Displaying data. Freddie Nielsen, taxi driver, no company affiliation, 29 years old. Looks like Rutger Hauer. Not a hint. Address, Dormitore Okamoto apartment, number 202, 378, New Okamoto, MR District. Family, wife, Lisa, age 25. Now printing, montage, photograph. Gillian, the montage has been printed. Now we're in business. It's a simple 2-dimensional rendering of Jordan's 3-dimensional data, but it should prove useful anyway. Well, we've got their addresses. Shall we pay these gentlemen a visit? One of these men is no doubt the Snatcher who killed Jean. I can't do Meadow's voice, it's too high. We've almost got him now. God, the notifications for the flipping thing, I swear to God. They come and go so fast. Like, we got something there, and I don't know what it was. It was too quick. Complete the composite sketch and find 2 suspects. There you go. All right, let's move. Where shall we go? Let's go chat to the chief. Tell him we got suspects. We are at the chief's office. Is your investigation going well? Ask about the procedure. About that montage. You have to check those 2 out. But watch yourself while you're out there, okay? Watch yourself. Can we show the montage? Seed, stop playing with things like that and get on with your investigation. Okay. Let's move to the front. Hi, Gillian. How's the investigation going? Ask about Katrina? Well, I don't know. Gillian, please help her out as much as you can, okay? Possessions, show, evidence? No, okay. I can't believe those snatchers actually use sunscreen, can you? Okay. Let's say, we can just save when we get there. Let's move. See you later, Gillian. Bye, Mika. Where would you like to go? Okay. What have we got? We got Ivan's apartment and we got Freddy's apartment. Which one was which? Ivan was the blue-haired one. Let's head to his place first. All right. Now heading to Ivan Rodriguez's apartment. I don't know how the sound level is actually because I've switched to capturing this from the other computer just because the sound was being so finicky last week. Like when changing focus and everything else. So I just thought it'd be a nicer listening experience to have it streamed from the other computer. So when I type in chat, do other stuff, it doesn't cut off the sound. I did sound check, but yes, let me know if it's too loud, too quiet, whatever. We've arrived at Ivan Rodriguez's apartment. Okay. I didn't save yet. We've got to save. Save. Save early. Save often. Oh, wow. This is Ivan Rodriguez's neighborhood. According to the data in Jordan, this should be his neighborhood. Kind of said the same thing twice. This place is a real slum. District data retrieval networks haven't been installed in this area. As such, there is virtually no data on the area in the Alpha 1 network. This region is almost completely isolated. Okay, let's just use Metal Gear save. Let's go save 3, that's empty. Would you like to continue? You bet your ass we wish to proceed. Okay, let's look. Building. I wonder if anybody is actually living in this area. Well, there's some guys over there. What do you reckon? The place is utterly filthy. There are a few free men here. Freemen? It's June all of a sudden. Freemen? What are they? Their actual lifestyle is not unlike that of the homeless. See, they're gathered around a fire. How are they different from the homeless? Unlike the less fortunate, these people have chosen to live like this, often leaving good jobs to do so. It appears to be a form of rebellion towards the over-control of information by the central authorities. They are one of Neo Kobe's biggest problems. Maybe they know something. Why don't we ask them? Should we look at anything else? Oh, let's look at the fire. They appear to be burning something in an empty barrel. Well, it gets pretty cold at night this time of the year. Should we look at the barrel again? Because we can look and investigate everything. I just hope they don't inadvertently start a bigger fire. I'm sure they're fine. Okay. Investigate the building. It appears safe. The construction is still sound. Investigate the area. Under these conditions, it is impossible to maintain accurate data on who is living where. Investigate Freeman. What? You actually want me to investigate him? That's right. Please, Gillian, be reasonable. Investigate, when you say it about a person, seems to be to harass them. In this game, it's like, what does investigate mean? If I was investigating someone, I would be looking into their life and stuff. I would not be shaking them down like this game seems to think it is. Investigate the open fire. Be careful. Hazardous smoke is also being emitted by the fire. That's because they probably burn anything they find around here. These abandoned cars are probably next. Okay, let's ask about Ivan. Hey, you guys. What? I need to talk to you. Yeah? Can you tell me anything you know about a man named Ivan Rodriguez? Was there anybody named that around here? You lie to me and you'll live to regret it. Now, calm yourself. I'm trying to remember. Well, can you recall anything? Not yet. I know what this guy wants. Show the money. Showing these people cash is an invitation to danger, Gillian. Ask about Gibson, why not? Who's that? It's fair enough. Ask about Snatchers. Have you heard anything about Snatchers in this area? Snatchers? Don't be stupid. Even if there were any around here, you think they'd come after us? Fair. Snatchers seem to have a penchant for the celebrities and the rich and famous. Ask about the background. How long have you been living around here? I used to be part of the development team that put together the Alpha 1 network. So you're a programmer, huh? What happened? One day, I took a peek at some secret data in Alpha 1. That's impossible. Security on the system is... It was possible for me. Anyhow, I saw enough garbage and scum on people and this society, and that file will last me a lifetime. People. They can sink pretty low, you know. You may be right. Why don't you become free too? Join us here. You ever get sick of it all? Just drop by. I've got to get my pass back before I can become free. Alpha 1 has data on the development team in there. Take a look at it when you get a chance. Okay, let's search for Ivan. Where would we even begin to look for him around here? In the building, maybe? I have no data on this area. We should try asking somebody. Okay, keep asking about Ivan. Well, can you recall anything? Not yet. What's that? For God's sake. Okay, look at the building. There is no sign that there has been any maintenance work in some time. It's been completely neglected. Okay. If I press buttons too fast, the sound glitches. One of the focal points of the Neo-Kobe North-South problem. Okay. Look at the Freeman. Yep. Look at the open fire. Yep, there's a start a big fire. Investigate the building. Yep. Investigate the area. Yep. Investigate the Freeman. Check it out real careful, okay? Ah, this reeks. Hey, what do you think you're doing? There is nothing suspicious here. Just filth and grime. And the kind of tough grease that no ordinary household cleanser can touch. That's why I knew Melted with hydrochloric action can handle all the heavy jobs. Gillian, your stupid attempts at humor are more irritating than funny. This also counts for Gillian trying to be funny face. We've got to stop harassing people. There appear to be several hypodermic needles among the ashes. What? Drugs even in neighborhoods this poor? I read traces of liquid sky. It's an illegal stimulant. They probably keep the fire going all day long. Ask about drugs. Are drugs available in this area? Are drugs available in this area? Yeah, but they're way too pricey for us to buy. Ask about drugs. There's a few buyers in the neighborhood. I think I've seen this guy somewhere. They're just playing games with us, Gillian. Why don't you show them the montage we made? Oh, for Christ's sake. Evidence? We don't have it. Oh, there it is. Fuck's sake. Do you know this man? That's that idiot Ivan. Yeah, that's the fool himself. Okay. Where does Ivan live? He's in apartment 301 of this building. That's the kid with that weird board thing, right? I mean, the guy is in the sky, don't you? I hear he's always surfing. Ugh, that guy, huh? I'm not sure I understand what you're talking about. Okay, can we move? Room 301, let's go. All right, let's head for apartment 301. Third floor, eh? Well, you won't be able to escape out the window. Gillian, leave the comedy to me. All right. We're at the door to apartment 301. I love this back view of metal. That's cool. Look at the plate. It says apartment 301, Ivan Rodriguez. Whoops. Look at the door. It's an old style door. It's an old style door with a small peephole viewer installed. Look at the area. There is an electric meter. It appears to be for this apartment. Oh, let's look at the meter. Let's read his meter for him. It is an old style electric meter. The amount of electricity used is displayed visually by a counter and wheel mechanism. It is an electric meter. Since we are outside of any municipal data administration district, it would appear that the electric company has to bill individual users manually. Right, investigate the plate. It's the door plate for apartment 301. It's handwritten, but accurate. This is definitely Ivan Rodriguez's apartment. Gillian, why don't we try knocking? No. If someone is watching from the inside, we should be able to see his eye. The door is locked. Investigate the meter. Wait a minute. Electricity is being used. I read motion. Somebody is in the apartment. I'll knock on the door. There is no answer. That's funny. I'll knock on the door. Who's there? Ivan Rodriguez, I'm a junker. Open up. I've got a few questions to ask you. What do you want? First, you open this door. All right. Just relax. Are you prepared, Gillian? It isn't insectors you're up against this time. Yeah, I know. And I don't want any more of those nanomachines injections either. Ugh, sorry it took so long. Oh, shit. Gillian, watch out.
Did I kill him?
He has only lost consciousness. Excellent shot, Gillian, hitting him in the hand like that.
That's not exactly how I planned it.
Let's look at Ivan. He looks just like the montage, but he has quite a suntan. Is it possible for a Snatcher to get a suntan like this? Probably not. Around the room. This room's really dark. I don't see anything suspicious, though. The room is quite filthy. Wait, there are some trophies over there. Look at the gun. It's a cheap ray gun, purchased on the black market. The trophy. It says, runner-up, 12th Neo Kobe Air Surfing Championships. I get it, he's an air surfer. Okay, let's investigate. Ivan. Without a scanning warrant, I cannot perform a full analysis, but a visual inspection reveals no cancerous skin lesions, despite his deep tan. I detect no abnormal growths on his skin. Still, to be on the safe side, I check the condition of the glycosphingolipids in the macromolecules of the epidermis. They showed no irregularities. His skin is in a healthy tanned condition. Investigate the room. There's a great deal of waste packed into an old model electric suction type cleaning device. Apparently, he isn't too concerned about cleanliness, so he hasn't emptied his vacuum cleaner. It's a Saturday night RG-11. This is a toy gun that has been modified to fire real shells, a very low-grade weapon. You aren't hurt too badly. Well, I took a hit, but considering the gun he used... Investigate the trophy. It appears to be a real trophy. And you know what, Gillian? Chicks dig trophies. Investigate the garbage. Aged organic materials and typical secretory organisms are all I read. There is no evidence in his garbage bag that he is a snatcher. Hey, what'd you come out shooting for? You shot me once back there, you know? You're a snatcher, aren't you? You got the wrong guy, I swear. He seems to be behaving strangely. Don't let your guard down.
All right, buddy, time to wake up. Whoa, man, don't shoot, don't shoot!
Gillian, while your earlier shot is justifiable as self-defense, killing this suspect would violate Section 5, Article 2 of the Junker Bylaws. You must first have concrete evidence that he is a snatcher.
Damn.
We should search his bathroom. We may find sunscreen there.
Good point.
Okay, let's move into the bathroom.
This is Ivan's bathroom. Let's look around the room. My goodness, this place is just as disgusting as the living room. An airboard is leaning against the wall. Look at the bathtub. The tub is filled with dirty water. Look at the shelf. Wait, there is a bottle here. Maybe it is sunscreen. There is no label. The bottle differs significantly from the one at Jean's house. Okay. It's an airboard. Its design reflects the latest aeronautic technologies. Okay, investigate the room. An air surfing helmet, protector, and air fins are lying about. The floor is absolutely filthy. It looks more like the floor of a cattle barn than of a bathroom. Let's get the bathtub. It appears completely unwashed. It's soiled in a striped pattern. Oh my, what's this? What? Did you find a snake scale or something? This filth. I'll be having nightmares about it. Metal. Analyze the contents of this for me, will you? It's not sunscreen. It's suntan oil. It shows no signs of having been used recently. Sunscreen and suntan oil are like day and night. I don't think this guy's a snatcher. What's so funny? Just check it out for me. There is a crack on the bottom of the board. Something seems to be jutting out. It's a plastic bag. We found drugs. It appears that there is some kind of inner chamber in the board. Right. Let's look at the residue in the tub. I detect numerous organic residue and organisms in the water residue here. There is no evidence that he is a snatcher here. The water residue registers the same as the garbage examined earlier. Nothing unusual detected. Smell. What a horrible smell! Based on your reaction, I would say that there is no Snow 9 here either. There is no pollen in the room that would indicate the presence of a snatcher. Why can't we get these drugs out of the board? Ah, there we go. Got to go back to look. There is some kind of powder in it. Oh, then you have to investigate it? There we go. These are illegal drugs. Looks like he's holding a tongue. And not only that, it looks like liquid sky, the powerful stimulant that is killing a lot of its addicts. So the story we heard from the people outside was true.
So that about explains everything, doesn't it?
Yes, it appears that Ivan was simply trying to conceal the fact that he is a drug user.
An air surfer, huh? Plenty of suntan oil. Out there soaking up lots of ultraviolet rays.
And tanned quite brown by those rays as well.
But he doesn't have so much as a pimple. Not what I'd call your typical artificial skin user.
Ivan is apparently not a snatcher.
All right, buddy, get up.
Hey, I only do liquid sky, dude. Just once in a while. I swear. I don't touch anything else. Don't hurt me, man. Come on. Call me an ambulance, will ya?
I'm no cop, I'm a junker. I couldn't care less if you're a buyer, a pusher, or what. What I want to know is if you're a snatcher or human.
Gillian, Ivan's skin is healthy. There is no way he could be a snatcher and tan like that without developing melanoma. However, HQ has just transmitted us a scanning warrant. Therefore, under the provisions of Section 18 of the Civil Code, Snatchers and the Protection of Citizens' Rights, I will hereby commence a full bioscan of Ivan.
Ooh, cool.
Analysis complete. Ivan Rodriguez is a completely normal Homo sapien.
I keep telling you, dude. I ain't no snatcher or whatever. Now, would you please get me a doctor?
Why don't you just put some of your drugs on it?
Hey, I wasn't doing anything wrong, man.
The friendly boys from narcotics will be here any time now. Save your breath for them.
Come on, dude, I ain't done nothing. I'm just into air surfing. I just wanted to win the competition, man. I needed some money for that, okay? Hey, it's just drugs, man.
Well, Ivan Rodriguez sure wasn't our man.
Too bad for him that he happened to look like the snatcher we're after. That leaves Freddie Nielsen.
Why don't you try rubbing some drugs on it? All right. Oh, we can't even go back to Ivan's apartment. All right. Now heading to Freddie Nielsen's apartment. We've arrived at Freddie Nielsen's apartment. This is Freddie Nielsen's building. This is a much nicer part of town. According to the data, he lives on the second floor, apartment 202. Well, this is our last suspect. Will he be the one we're looking for? Let us save. Look at the building. The design and atmosphere of this building is no doubt popular with women. Okay. It's a rather lively neighborhood, isn't it? The building is right on the main street. Quite convenient. This is like day and night compared to Ivan's place. This area actually looks safe. Manhole. The sewer system is apparently incomplete. Steam is billowing up from underground pipes. So that means there are underground passages around here. Look at the traffic signal. That is a remnant from before the automatic traffic system was completed. Now it's being used for advertising. Investigate the building. The building is sided with imitation bricks. It's built so that one can reach the second floor from outside. Investigate the area. There are turbo-cycles and pedestrians moving everywhere. Would snatchers actually live in an area like this where they could be seen? For a residential area, there are several stores and parks quite nearby. Sounds good. The cover has been sealed to prevent accidents since it's not used anymore. Let's get the manhole again. The manhole has Neo Kobe symbol on it. It appears quite old. Do-do-do-do-do. Sensors and crime prevention cameras are buried here. Okay. Don't think there's much to do out here. Let's go in. This is apartment 202. The second floor, right? Let's head up. This is it. Apartment 202. Don't forget what happened at Ivan's. Be very careful, Gillian. Can I pull out my gun now? Let's just look at the plate. It says 202, Freddie and Lisa Nielsen. At the door. The door has a peephole. Investigate the plate. There's no mistake. This is definitely Nielsen's apartment. Investigate the door. The door is locked. There's a knock. All right, I'll knock. There is no answer. Maybe no one's home. I wonder if somebody's in there. So we'll play it again. Nielsen appears on the nameplate. The door. It's a very well-built metal door. Metal door. The nameplate has an IC chip for data confirmation purposes. There's no mistake. I read motion. Someone is inside. Hey in there, open up. I'm a junker. I've got a few questions to ask you. There's no answer, is there? All right, I'll knock. There's no answer. I wonder if he's really not home. Someone's in there. I definitely picked up motion. Let's get the door. It's no doubt an electronic lock system. Anti-crime systems are installed as well. Hey in there, open up! Okay, we got that. Plate. Yeah, we've seen that. Open the door. Yeah, investigate the plate. Yeah, investigate the door. Let's knock. One more knock. Maybe they cannot hear us. I'm a junker. Is anybody home? Total silence. Apparently nobody is home. Okay. Talking does the same thing over and over again. Who is it? I heard a voice. I'm a junker. Open the door. Huh?
A junker? All right, just a minute.
Gillian, please use extreme caution.
Huh? A woman?
I'm in the junker agency. Is this the home of Freddie Nielsen? Yes, it is. And you are? I'm his wife. Exactly what could I do for you? Look at Lisa. Pretty good looking. Well, investigator, you have good taste in women. Look around the room. It's a rather nice room, well kept and tidy. Wall. What's this? There's some kind of map on the wall. This map just doesn't seem to go with the rest of the interior, does it? The map. It's a rather old 2D printed map. What is this a map of? That's not Neo Kobe, is it? Let's get Lisa. My apologies, but I'm afraid I need to investigate you, ma'am. I'll handle it. You always say that when we're questioning women. Need a counter for the drool. What the? Just what do you think you're touching? I don't see anything unusual around the room. Investigate the map. This is a map of the city of Moscow. Moscow, huh? That place has been little more than a ghost town since the catastrophe. Yes, but this map was no doubt produced before the catastrophe. What is your business here? Yeah, probably should talk to her, hey? Let's just do a save. Go back to save slot 1. Okay, let's talk about Freddie as a suspect. As a matter of fact, we are investigating your husband on the suspicion that he may be a snatcher. Freddie? Freddie is Snatcher? That's ridiculous. I can't believe that. What, my husband a Snatcher? Where'd you get a story like that? I have a montage photo I'd like you to look at. Could I take a look at that? Okay, show photo, montage. It's my husband. I can't believe my husband is a Snatcher. There must be some mistake. Ask about Gibson. Gibson? Who's that? Ask about Freddie. That's why we need you to tell us about your husband. He's out right now. I'm not sure what time he'll be back. It's about Outer Heaven. Have you ever been to Outer Heaven? Who's that? Have you ever heard that your husband has been there? I don't know. Is that some kind of dirty nightclub? Sure is. Ask about meaning of nap. Ask about sneeze. What's this map? I don't really know. My husband bought it and stuck it there about 4 months ago. And we don't talk to each other. I don't really know. Have you experienced any sneezing lately, even though you don't have a cold? Sneezing? I haven't had a cold yet this year. Okay, possessions, show, photo, Gibson. What's that? Oh, so it doesn't, okay. Let's go Freddie. Have you noticed anything strange about your husband lately? Well, now that you mention it, lately he hasn't been in the mood to, well, you know. Could you be more specific? You see, he drives a manned taxi, but lately he's been taking walks at night without going to work. Walks? At night? Recent behavior about Freddie. Well, now that you mention it, he has been acting a little strange lately, but a Snatcher? About his health. Have you noticed any changes in your husband's body or health lately? No, his appetite's as big as ever. No, nothing. How about his skin? Anything odd? His skin? Well, I haven't seen much of it lately, but I'm sure it's fine. Lisa's just not getting any. Your husband is a taxi driver, right? Is it one of those underground cabs? A black taxi? Are you trying to frighten me? So it is a black taxi, right? Yes, he drives a black taxi, but so what? They will probably be legalized in April, right? So what's the problem? That's not what we're worried about, ma'am. If your husband is a black taxi driver, then there are no records of his working hours, right? In other words, the only way to establish an alibi for him is to use by the testimony of others. On Thursday around 8 p.m., was your husband at home or working? Thursday? Oh, that's right. That was one of his days off. He was home. He was watching the launch of the first colonial expedition to Mars, the Beagle Jerusalem on TV. Are you sure about that? Yes, but that evening I went over to a friend's house. I wasn't with him all night. My friend's brother is the pilot of the Beagle, you know. Wow. Excuse me one sec. I'll keep listening to the tense music. About Freddie, about alibi. A spouse's testimony can't be used to establish an alibi, can it? Nope. Ask about Gibson. Don't make me keep repeating myself. I have a terrible toothache. Okay. Ask about Freddie, recent behavior. All these questions are rather annoying. I've had this bad toothache since this morning, you know. Okay. What's for the toothache? Montage. Okay. This montage photo was produced using a computer from the testimony of witnesses in a nightclub. Well, it does look like my husband, so? It could just be a coincidence, of course. Okay, toothache. What's that look on your face? You don't believe me, do you? The interior design points to someone with good taste. There is nothing on the wall beside the map. It's been attached with tape. Okay. I've just gotten the place cleaned up. Don't go making a mess in here. The map is marked in one spot. It says Kremlin. Okay, so she's got the toothache. Could just be a coincidence. Can we ask about the toothache? Nope. Okay. Let's just keep going with anything that makes her not say toothache. It's about Freddy, health. He was sick last year, but he's been strong as a horse lately. Okay. Yep, we heard that. Yep, toothache. Don't really know. Don't really know. Ask about sneeze. I'm in very good health. What does that have to do with anything? I've had a bad toothache since this morning. I'm really not in a very good mood. Okay. All right, I believe you. What's that? So she just says, what's that to stuff she doesn't recognize. Yep, okay. Because we can't move. We're stuck here. If you want to scan me, you'll have to show me a scanning warrant. Without one of those, junkers can't scan civilians. I know the law.
This isn't enough to prove that our Freddie Nielsen is a snatcher.
True. Without more evidence, we cannot get a scanning warrant.
We'd like to take a look in your bathroom if you don't mind.
Oh, you need to use the bathroom?
No, we'd like to investigate your bathroom.
Really? Whatever. Please, go right ahead.
Could have just said you could use the bathroom, that's fine. Come on, Metal, we gotta keep this subtle here. This is Freddy's bathroom. Looking for the dope fish in here, are we? Gotta go to the bathroom. It's a nice bathroom. Go right ahead. Check out anything you want. I'll be out here. Look around the room. A very attractive bathroom and sparkling clean. It's filled with water. There's something funny about this bathtub. There must be some kind of bath crystals or soap in the water. It's an unusual color. There's something funny about this bathtub. Okay. Look at the mirror. Hey. Look, you can see your reflection in the mirror. Jeez, I've always been such a handsome devil. You can see your reflection. There are a number of bottles on the shelf. Okay, let's investigate. It's a very attractive system bath unit. I'd like to try taking a nice hot bath in a place like this. You're a robot. There is no faucet. This is an unusual bathtub. I sent a screenshot of Freddy's bathroom to Freddy Dink. Get a bathroom like this, Freddy. Rather odd for a system bathtub, isn't it? I can detect no residue on the surface of the tub. It has been cleaned very well. Let's get the mirror. The mirror has electrical wires within it which heat up to prevent fogging. Well, that's cool. Gillian, a secret compartment on the back of the mirror. Doesn't exist. Aha, Metal, what are you doing? There is no secret compartment on the mirror or in the cabinet. Can we investigate all that shit on the shelf or what? The shelf seems to be completely ordinary. Okay. Clear the room. This bathtub just doesn't compare with that thing at Ivan's place. Okay. Unusual thing. Wait a minute. Haven't we seen that bottle someplace before? Oh, about frigging time. What's this? Kadami sunscreen. That's the same container as the one we found at John's. It looks just like the one we found at Jean's house. All right, I'll analyze the contents of the bottle. There's no mistake. This is sunscreen. Sunscreen in the middle of the winter, eh? It looks like it's been used recently, too.
There's no mistake. Freddie Nielsen is a snatcher. Gillian, with this much evidence, there will be no difficulty getting a scanning warrant.
We've got you now, Snatcher scum.
So, you figured it out, huh?
Who's that?
Know all about us, do you, junker?
That wound.
Jean did that to her.
Die, junker!
Bad time to forget the controls. Oh, jeez.
Those things don't go down easy. So, this is a snatcher, huh?
I certainly hope it's dead.
It appears to be dead. Damn, those things are tough as heck. I accidentally pressed B, which put my gun away there. Its functions appear to have been completely terminated. Well, there's an eyeball in there. Lovely. So that skin tissue we found out of Gibson's nails came from this woman, huh?
So it was Lisa and Freddie who killed Jean.
Freddie, that's right. So where's he?
We can contact the junk collection team later. Let's get out of this apartment for now. We're
Got a
outside
fist.
now.
What the? A light just came on. There's not supposed to be anybody in there.
Perhaps Freddie has returned.
There's only one entrance, and we're standing right next to it. How did he get in there?
Shall we investigate?
Yes. Let's just knock politely. You're facing a statue, you know. What good will knocking do? Open up in there! This isn't working. Investigate possible exits. There appears to be the only way in or out of the apartment. The door is locked. That's funny. I could have sworn it wasn't locked. I'm a junker. Open this door. This isn't working. It's an electronic lock. Someone must have activated it. Okay. Oh, we can investigate the lock. There we go. This is a standard electronic lock. I can open this without too much difficulty. I'm reading motion. Someone is in there.
Metal, open it.
Okay, now establishing Alpha 1 link. Link made. Executing search for lock code of apartment 202.
Hurry it up.
Just a bit longer. I'm in Alpha 1's maintenance records for the MR district. Lock code found. Now opening the door.
Good work.
We're in the living room. Listen, that's a good idea. I don't hear anything besides us. It's in the same condition as it was a few minutes ago. It hasn't been touched. Okay. I don't see Freddie anywhere. There is no sign of anyone in this room. Okay. Okay. Lisa's remains do not appear to be in touch. Doesn't appear to be in this room. Can we move? There's nothing on my infrared sensors either. Here we go. Motion. I read motion coming from the bathroom. Metal, you ready? Let's go. Okay. This is Freddy's bathroom.
Huh? The bathtub is empty. That thing was filled with water just a few minutes ago.
I read motion. This room.
Damn! Where is he?
Gillian, behind you.
I've had it. Gillian! Whoa!
That was close. You're lucky I was here to save your skin. Who are you? Me? Random Hajil, bounty hunter.
Bounty hunter?
Yes, Gillian, a bounty hunter. As the junker profession is so dangerous, their numbers have fallen dramatically over the past few years. As a result, the government decided to put a price on Snatcher's heads in order to encourage private citizens to cooperate in the effort to track them down. Naturally, these bounty hunters must register with the authorities.
You said your name's Random, right? What did you do? Follow me here?
Yeah, you got it. Investigations aren't my style. You track them down, I take them out.
You have the legal obligation to state your bounty hunter registration number. Please do so now, immediately.
BH75001, Random Hajil. That's RANDOMHAJILE.
BH75001, Random Hajil. That's confirmed. I officially recognize you as a legal bounty hunter. Wow. Gillian, records indicate that he has already disposed of 3 snatchers just this month. Counting Freddy, that makes 4.
4?
I've been at this a lot longer than you have. Just relax, rookie. So, Junker Boy, let me give you a little tip. You might already know, but Snatcher's weak point is their artificial skin. If they sit out in the sun too long, they get cancer. That's why they set up a hospital to treat this little problem of theirs. You find it, you can take them out, roots and all.
Where did you get all your information? Wait a sec. You stole it from Gibson, didn't you?
That's not really important. But now that Gibson's out of the picture, I need you to get busy.
I track him down and you junk him. Is that the idea?
Anyhow, it seems Gibson found that hospital. He must have left behind some information about it.
What do you mean, seems? Don't you know anything about it?
Hey, investigations are your job, right?
I owe you one, Random.
Yeah, I'll get it out of you later. See ya, Junker Boy.
Junker Boy. A hospital for that problem.
Snatcher-controlled hospital, eh? There's bound to be more than a few of them in there.
Hey, we've beaten Act 1. Hey, we got an achievement for it. Would you like to save your investigation up to this point? All right, I'll save everything that has happened up until now. Which file number would you like to save it in? Let's keep the save one. Why not? Thanks to the GG's, Rosie. Much appreciated. Sure.
Okay, let's try to sort all this out. Metal Gear, would you mind helping out?
Not at all. Now projecting recorded video images.
Gibson calls in and you two immediately head for the abandoned factory in the M District. But when you arrived, Gibson had already been killed by someone. or something at the factory. From hair and skin samples recovered from his body, you determined that the perpetrators were 2 snatchers, one male and one female. In addition, from a floppy disk containing notes from Gibson's investigation, you discovered that snatchers have a crucial defect. Gibson was apparently killed because he had learned about this weak point. And this weak point is a key difference between them and real humans. Their artificial skin cannot tolerate ultraviolet rays. Long-term exposure causes it to become cancerous, a form of melanoma. This severely limits the places and times that they can operate to midwinter, when daylight hours are their shortest, and of course at night. And it looks as if it will take at least 6 months for them to develop a new skin which overcomes this fault. So their biggest weak point was that they had to keep themselves protected from ultraviolet rays over the past 6 months. Gibson really put his earlier training as a science cop to good use in figuring this one out. And that's why they use plenty of sunscreen, even in the middle of the winter. As a result of this, it becomes clear that there is one thing they must have to continue their survival. And that is medical facilities, where they can treat artificial skin which has become cancerous. And it appears that Gibson may have located a hospital used for this very purpose. In an effort to determine where Gibson had been investigating, you analyzed his stomach contents, found buffalo meat, and headed to the only place in the city that serves it, Outer Heaven. Isabella Velvet, a dancer at this place, gives you a description, which allows you to put together a montage of the man Gibson was trying to track down. You then ran this montage through the city's databank, using Jordan. And that gave you 2 suspects, Ivan Rodriguez and Freddie Nielsen. But from the condition of Ivan's skin, you determined that there was no possibility he could be a snatcher. There was no evidence at all of melanoma. But as he was in possession of liquid sky, you turned him over to narcotics. Following that, a search of Freddie Nielsen's home turned up large quantities of sunscreen. Nielsen's wife, Lisa Nielsen, turns out to be a snatcher, and you dispose of her. And you confirm that the skin cells found under Gibson's nails were from Lisa. Freddie Nielsen also turns out to be a snatcher, and you dispose of him as well. The hair sample that was found in Gibson's hand is confirmed as being from Freddie. So you are able to determine that these 2 snatchers, Freddie and Lisa, were the ones who killed Gibson.
Good recap, Chief.
But then we have a problem. The bounty hunter who saved you, Seed, Random Hajil. An investigation uncovers that the information he provided when he filled out his bounty hunter registration was completely false. So who is this guy? Friend or foe?
What about the bank account he was having his bounty deposited into?
It was a common account used for paying bounty, and the funds were retransferred from there. We couldn't learn anything from it. Thank you, Metal. And now for the real fun. The hospital that Gibson had tracked down. If we can hit that, we may be able to shut down this snatch operation of theirs. Or if we can find some kind of patient records there, we may be able to find them quite easily.
So, Little John's memory might provide us with an important lead.
That's right. If we're lucky, there may be something left that we can work with. Navigators record everything their junkers do, just in case.
Just in case, huh? Well, this looks like one of those cases.
Harry should have recovered it by now. Go see how he's doing. Seed, I'm counting on you to find this hospital.
Oh, there we go. Let's ask about the investigative procedure. The first thing you should do is get Harry to recover Little John's memory for you. He's definitely not a Neo-Kobe citizen. He's probably some kind of drifter. A drifter? You know, an illegal immigrant. Shape up, Seed. Sure. Where would you like to go? This is engineering.
About time you got here, Gillian. I've got Little John's memory all ready for you. Well, were you able to get anything from it? Just relax. I'll put it on the monitor for you now. I'm afraid it was almost completely destroyed beyond recovery. Those Snatchers, they sure do a thorough job.
What do you mean? Wasn't there anything left?
Like I said, just relax. I was able to get one video image out of it. I don't have the slightest what this is, but it's definitely got something to do with Jean's investigation. This is it. So, Gillian, do you have any idea what this is?
Hospital Oleen? This is almost certainly the Snatcher-controlled hospital that Gibson was looking for.
You ought to run the name through Jordan, but if that hospital is not legit, the data won't mean anything. This city is packed with unregistered hospitals.
The sign in this picture looks curved. This word Oleen might continue past the edge of the image.
I've stored this image. You can view it at any time. Just use the graphic memory command in the possessions menu.
It's his posture, isn't it, Rosie? This man gives off the aura of coasting until he gets that sweet government job pension. He's leaning back. He's ready. He's ready to retire. Look at Harry. I've always admired that look in your eyes, Gillian. It's like justice, you know? Look at the photo. It's a picture of Harry as a child. It's the bottle with Napoleon's video phone number on it. You want to search me over my dead body? There's no way to tell who the parents were. This picture is the only memory I have of my childhood. Are you sure it's you? Yeah, we've analyzed the bone structure of the kid in the picture. It's definitely me. Should call Jamie now that we're in Act 2, actually. Ask about random. I'm afraid he's really good. I already put down at least 3 of them, but I still don't get along with those types. But I thought that those blasters were the only things that could take out a Snatcher. In theory, that's right. A standard ray gun just isn't strong enough. Still, if you modified a standard ray gun to focus its energy much better than usual, you never know. But that would make it that much harder to hit your target, right? That's right. In other words, this random is one heck of a shot. You're a heck of a junker. Normally, that just doesn't work. Hey, I may be old, but I'm in good shape. I don't know too much about hospitals. Never heard of this one either. Just don't jump to any funny conclusions. Keep your mind open to every possibility. Talk about your feelings? Oh, okay. Harry, do you think I can really make it as a junker? The Chief and I know a good kid when we see one. You'll do just fine. Harry, I get really worried sometimes. I think I may shoot a real person by mistake. You could never kill a real person. You're too gentle, you know. On the other hand, if I were you, I'd worry about that gentleness costing you your life someday. Okay, so we got done those. Harry suggested that we check the hospital using the Jordan system, but the Jordan system doesn't offer a hospital search function. Really? Why don't we ask Napoleon? This is the computer room. I was actually going to look up other stuff. But anyway. Yeah. Like, for example, I was going to look up this dude. Oop. I guess there's no data on him on the Alpha 1, huh? If that's his real name, and there's no data on him on Alpha 1, then he must be some kind of drifter or illegal immigrant. Lisa Nielsen, housewife, age 25, address, dormitory, Akamoto, apartment 202, 378, New Akamoto, MR District. Family, husband, Freddie, age 29. Revealed to be Snatcher by Junker investigation. Terminated by Junker Gillian Seed. Body of original Lisa has not been recovered. Ah. Who's the other guy? Freddie. Freddie's dead, man. Freddie Nielsen, taxi driver. Investigation reveals Nielsen is a Snatcher, terminated by civilian bounty hunter. Body of original Nielsen never found. Fair enough. Oops. Yeah, let's quit out of this. Oh yeah, I was going to screenshot everything in the fact file, wasn't I? I'll do that another time. Okay, let's move. Well, you want me to call Napoleon, don't you? Let's go about your feelings. So, Mika, what do you think of guys who've lost their memories? Sort of mysterious and romantic. But I'm sure it's really hard to live without any memories. Neo Kobe is a surprising town. Everybody's going about their lives so frantically. I know what you mean. Some people call this city a dump, but it seems so much more alive to me than other places. A bounty hunter, eh? Can you trust people like that? He sounds really fake, like someone out of a novel, you know? Okay. Well, he sounds sort of cool, but a little scary too. Oh, he's a cool, scary badass. I wonder what kind of a person he is. Oleen, huh? I've never heard of any hospital like that. All right, let's use the video phone. What was Napoleon's video phone number? Please, Gillian, you really should have it memorized by now. It was a week ago, Metal. It's 39 56 44. What? You again? What do you want? More information? That's right. I need your help. Why don't we get the password out of the way first? The 100-day... Oh, yes, board game heaven. It's a character. Please input using the cursor. It's the 100-day raid. It is our job. Random task from before. All right, you pass. But we can't talk on the video phone. I'll meet you at the usual place. All right, let's rock and roll. What are we going to do? Where'd it go? We can get out of here. Oh, they've cut down. Cut down on all our locations. That's probably good. We can't go harass Katrina. This is Alton Plaza. I wonder if Napoleon is here. Look downtown. The whole town is decked out in Christmas spirit. Yeah, Christmas is just around the corner. If you like this, you should absolutely add Blade Runner to your list. Yes, for sure. The Blade Runner adventure game, I know you mean. What are your plans for Christmas, Gillian? It's amazing. I love the way it has alternate paths, but I do get stuck very easily in adventure games. That one's a classic. Yeah, it is. It absolutely is. I've got it on GOG, I'm pretty sure. Me? Maybe some time with Jamie? Nah, I don't really know. So you don't have any firm plans yet, do you? Afraid not. Don't worry. I won't let you spend Christmas alone. Gillian, if nobody else is available, let's spend Christmas together. Christmas with you? It will be my first Christmas. Only in a worst case scenario, you know. Christmas with you is the worst case scenario. There really are a lot of attractive neon signs in the area. Investigate nearby people. Everybody appears to be minding their own business. Nothing suspicious at all. Yeah, but there could be a Snatcher among them, you know. That's true. But it is too frightening to think about. Crowds of busy year-end shoppers are milling about everywhere. It doesn't appear that they are too worried about the Snatcher problem. Everybody appears to be minding their own business. Nothing suspicious at all. The advertising has really become part of the city itself. None of those advertisements are useful anymore, are they? Do-do-do-do-do-do. A number of people are waiting in front of the giant television monitor. It's Christmas everywhere you look. Even Santa Claus is here. We can look at Santa Claus. A man dressed as Santa Claus is handing out tissues as an advertisement. Huh? That's Santa Claus. What's wrong? Nothing. Probably just my imagination. Shall we check him out? Many such promotional Santa Clauses appear this time of year. That's true, but that one. If it bothers you that much, why don't we investigate him? Let's not grope Santa Claus, please. Let's check out this Santa. Let's go.
Wait a minute, you're no Santa.
How'd you guess?
What are you doing in that outfit?
What are you talking about? I'm quitting this job. It's too dangerous. Somebody's after me. I'm gonna end up dead, just like Gibson.
A Chinese Santa, huh? Somehow you just don't fit the image. Well, I'm so sorry to disappoint you. It's a traditional Santa Claus costume. There's a tag on the suit which says Brick Bakery Productions. That's the same place which makes those Outer Heaven masks. Let's ask about Napoleon. Why don't you just go ahead and tell us who you really are, Napoleon? Nah, us informers are easier to get along with if you don't know who we really are. I need some information about underground hospitals. Besides all the legit hospitals, there are scores of those underground places all over the city. You'll never be able to find them all. Nope. Let's possessions, show, yeah, memory. Oleen Hospital. About Oleen. Before that, why don't we take care of business? Bless you, Santa. You got a cold there, Napoleon? Some kind of allergy, I guess. I always get this way in the winter. An allergen that only operates in the winter. That could be Snow 9, you know. One can always pick up traces of Snow 9 wherever Snatchers appear. It's just sneezing. It just goes on and on. Hey, you're loaded. Damn, take it. Thanks a bundle. It may not be the one you're looking for, but I know an Oleen hospital. Hey, I'm not doing this for fun, you know. You're going to have to do a little better than that. Oh, my God. Sure. Just as greedy as ever, huh? Here, take it. Thank you very much. I don't know too much about it, but it's over in the RF district. Why don't you go check it out? It's a man-made strain. This is about Snow 9. It's a man-made strain that was developed by the military years ago as a defensive weapon to help protect bases and the like. But wasn't all of it disposed of long ago? Yes, But I hear talk that somebody started cultivating it again about 3 years ago. 3 years ago? That's about the same time the Snatchers first appeared. Sounds pretty bad. One of these days I'll have to tell you why I'm called Napoleon. Hey, don't be touching me. There's both a strangely cute yet oddly threatening Santa. Yes, the beard and mustache and the costume are all very nice, very cute. And then the forehead wrinkles and the facial expression and the hand reaching voice. Wait a second. You might be able to learn something about those illicit operations by checking up on pharmaceutical orders. After all, almost all of the drugs used on the island are manufactured here as well. Woozy! Welcome in, welcome in. Hope you're doing well. Actually, just a moment. Rather than a shout out. It's Christmas, all right. It is Christmas for sure. Rather than do your traditional shout out, let's shout out one of Woozy's mixes. There you go. There's DJ mixes, which are really good. Anyway, that's right. All the pharmaceuticals on the island are distributed or manufactured by Kobe Pharmaceuticals. Kobe Pharmaceuticals, eh? That's where Jamie works. Jamie keeps track of records of shipments of pharmaceuticals throughout the island. She might be able to find something out. That's right. Let's call her and ask later on.
All right, I've had it. Don't call me anymore, okay?
Wait a minute, Napoleon. I'll keep any snatchers off your back.
They're after both of us. You better worry about watching your own back. Oh, by the way, here, a little Christmas present for you.
What? Tissues?
See ya. Merry Christmas.
That was informant Napoleon dressed as
Now
Santa.
he's gone.
No surprise there. He's got plenty of reason to be scared. Besides, I got the information I needed.
There's an advertisement on the back of that pack of tissues.
This is an ad for outer heaven. Just how many different jobs does that guy have?
Hey, somebody dropped something weird here. That's a cigarette, bud. Oh. There are no suspicious types in the area. Napoleon has gone home. Let's get over to Oleen Hospital. Because the whole area is seething. Nobody seems too worried about the risk of snatchers. Okay. Don't chastise me for wanting to learn Jamie's number either. Yeah, no, Wheezy, I really enjoyed your DJ mix. I'm working through I haven't listened to the Eurosi one yet, but I will. 39344. The fuck? My God, a Snatcher. Ah.
Bet I surprised you, huh? Don't worry, this is just a tape. I'm at work right now. If you need to reach me, please call Neo Kobe Pharmaceutical Labs at 391009. Sorry to scare you. Bye.
Man, fuck you, Jamie. She really had me for a moment there. Since when did she start pulling practical jokes like this? Well, you did show her your mask the other day. What? The one I used to get in Out of Heaven? Even so, that last joke wasn't very funny. Peaches, that is a very questionable video. How are you going? Hope you're doing well. No doubt that message is a strategy of hers to deal with your troublesome calling. So what's that supposed to mean, metal? There's no need to be embarrassed, Gillian. I'm fully aware that Jamie has snatched your heart. So what's that phone number? 39109? I think so.
Neo Kobe Pharmaceutical Labs, can I help you? Huh? Oh, it's you, Gillian. What's going on?
Version Breeze was super fun to work on. I need to switch over to studies for work, but I'd love to build a new mix soon. Oh, well, I've subscribed to your YouTube channel, Weasley, so I'll be looking forward to it. Jamie, you're always so pretty. Well, gotta do it. Oh, Gillian, you've been saying that since they found us in Siberia. Siberia. We do have a shared past after all, don't we? It's a little short, but... Talk about your feelings. Jamie, this is something I've learned since we split up. Although my memories of our time together aren't coming back, my feelings of our time together never left. Gillian. It was short, but our time together was wonderful. Yes, but we could never stop arguing. Yeah, but even those memories are precious now. Our only memory together. Jamie, I've learned that the Snatchers have taken over a hospital somewhere on the island. I need your help in investigating this. All you have to do is ask, Gillian. I'll do anything to help out. Jamie, that message on your answering machine, wasn't that going a bit too far? Did I scare you? You bet you did. Were you worried? Yes, I was worried. How worried? How worried? Well, really worried, you know. Good. Would you cut the jokes like that? If the Snatchers ever actually got their hands on you, I don't even want to think about it as a joke. Okay, Gillian. Still, that mask was really well done. Well, after you showed me your mask for Out of Heaven. What? Was that made at Plato's Cavern? Yeah, I borrowed it from a guy at work. No wonder. They make really good stuff over there. Talk about the photo. Can I ask you one question? What? This game is... Oh, yes, it is indeed. Isn't it very chill? Do you remember the picture of you that I have? Yes, that picture of me when I was a little girl, right? Where was that taken? I don't really know. It looks like the Olympics or something. I wonder how long you've had that. I suppose I had it with me when the army picked us up. That picture looks like it might have been taken at the Moscow Olympics. Moscow? When was that? A long time ago. Long before we were born. And that's all you wanted to ask about it. You see, Jamie, the picture looks like it might have been faked. Faked? Who would do something like that and why? I don't know, but they may be using us as their guinea pigs. What are you talking about? It's as if we're being controlled by something we cannot see. Only us? We're the only ones who don't even know about ourselves. Maybe the government knows something. Oh, let's just forget this, Gillian. Let's just be ourselves. Let's worry about what to do from now on. Ask about the memory. How's your memory doing? Any sign it might be coming back? Somehow, I feel like maybe I've always been doing this job. I seem to remember wearing white. Can't you recall anything, Gillian? Jamie in white. I'm afraid not. Nothing. What about your memory therapy? I'm still going. Any progress? No change yet. Oh. I guess we're just going to have to let time do its work. The Snatchers require a hospital which has facilities to treat ultraviolet ray exposure. Do you have any ideas about that? Well, having facilities to treat ultraviolet ray exposure is nothing rare, but we keep records here on the hospitals on the island. I'll take a look at those. But don't get your hopes up. If it's a black marketplace running on its own, we probably won't have anything at all on it. If I learn anything, I'll give you a call. Now I've got a reason to talk to you again sometime. You silly. You don't have to have a reason to talk to me. You know, I'm sorry. Oleen. I think I've heard of that. I think it might be a hospital on the island. Almost all of the development and administration of pharmaceuticals on the island takes place here. It was short, but our time together was wonderful. As we never stopped arguing. The only memory was arguing. I'll see what I can do on this end. It may take me a while, though. Sometimes I'm not even trying. I get these really vague images. When I try to recall anything more, they vanish. Good morning, Spook Plays Games. How you doing? How you doing? Hope you're doing well. The Dragon Quest continues. I'm guessing Dragon Quest 11 is going to take a little while longer. It's a long game. Good old RPGs. Always got to give you a shout out. Always. Okay. We've taken out some snatchers. We're in Act 2 now. We're looking for a hospital called Oleen. It was nice talking to you, Jamie. Bye for now. If I find anything out about the hospital, I'll give you a call. Thanks. I really need your help on this one. See you later, Gillian. Bye. Okay. Don't call. All right, we've got some leads. Let's move on. Right near the end. How's Snatcher going? Well, we got into Act 2. We defeated the Snatchers that killed Jean-Luc. And now we're looking for a hospital that's owned by Snatchers, being used to try and figure out their skin problems. Hospital Oleen. Come on, Oleen. We also busted a guy selling drugs. Because we're super cops. Ah, that doesn't look like the sign we saw. This is the Oleen Hospital that Napoleon told us about. I'm trying to think of a Blade Runner quote to throw in here, but I just got a bit. That's fair enough. It's all good. Look at the hospital. There is a neon sign on the roof of the building. The entrance appears to be at the front. Smell, okay. It doesn't smell like a hospital usually does. It's more like the smell of filth. We can't know unless we go in. Gillian, be very careful. That's the visual image that was recovered from Little John's memory. The sign in Little John's memory is written in a totally different style. Right. So do you think we're at the wrong place? Look at the neon sign. It says, Hospital Oleen. Is this really the place we are looking for? With the billboard. I wonder what they specialize in. There are no signs or anything. That's because it's one of the illicit places. Look at the window. The lights are on, and there are signs of people inside. It looks like they are open. Look at the area. It's away from the worst of the slums, but you could hardly call this a nice neighborhood. Could this be the Snatcher maintenance facility that Gibson described? It says Hospital Oleen. Look at the door. Gosh, we've got to investigate so many things. It's an automatically opening double door. Investigate the hospital. Strange cries can be heard coming from the building. No, not the bedpan. No, not the bedpan. No! It is covered with heavy metal screening. That was the window, by the way. Animal droppings can be seen in several places on the road and sidewalks. Okay. Don't be ripping around me. The neon sign appears different from the one in Little John's memory. Is this really the hospital that we saw in Little John's memory? How about this, Spook? Your little robot companion has fallen over in the sun. Its metal chassis baking in the hot desert sun. It needs its help. It needs your help to get up, but you're not helping it. Why aren't you helping it, Gillian? All right. Do we investigate the door? Let's investigate the door. This is odd. They seem to be using pressure plate sensors rather than more modern infrared. In other words, things haven't changed much since they opened. Must have been here a while. Let's smell it one more time. Really smells. Yes, it rather smells like animals. It's a vet hospital. I bet you it's a vet hospital. I'll open the door. Are you ready? Yeah, go ahead. I've got my gun ready. Let's fucking go. It's a vet hospital. We're in the hospital. This would appear to be the reception area. That is a penguin. There's a penguin here. Look at him go. Look around the room. This room seems to be a waiting area. Everybody's holding an animal of some sort. The reception area is just inside the entrance on the front side of the building. Everyone is carrying an ID. It would appear that they are all law-abiding Neo-Kobe citizens. There are no suspicious-looking types here. Can we investigate the penguin? Let us investigate the penguin. The sign says, dangerous or hard-to-control animals must be on a leash or in a cage. I get so tired of those captures from Google. 1 minute you're identifying bikes and crosswalks. Next it says, tell me in single words, only the good things that come to mind about your mother. That's pretty good. I really don't care for animals.
Rock, good morning. Rock, good morning. Rock, good morning.
I really wish you would shut up.
I really wish you would shut up. Rock. I really wish you would shut up. I really wish you would shut up.
Oh, spare me. Investigate the penguin. Investigate the penguin. Please, Gillian. I have real trouble with animals. I really don't care for animals. I wanted to hear the penguin again. I'm really sorry, but I just can't deal with animals at all. Well, this is Twitch. We're going to look at the cat too. I'm really sorry, but I just can't deal with animals at all. Okay. It's about snatchers. Have you heard any rumors about snatchers in this area? I'm not worried. We keep a dog at our house. So does this hospital. Snatchers hate dogs, right? There is no solid proof, but animals with good senses of smell are said to be able to pick them out. That's right. That's why so many people are starting to keep pets these days. Doesn't care for animals? We have to destroy Metal Gear. Exactly. Turns out Metal Gear doesn't have a soul. Oh wait, it's a robot, but it doesn't have a soul in the first place. What kind of a hospital is this? What? So you know, before you came, this is an animal hospital. Sorry, but I don't think they can help you, little robot friend. Hey, I'm not sick. I'm functioning properly. Whoa, what a smell. That's the odor given off by these animals and their byproducts. Oh, so that's it. I thought something was ripe. It's a form of pollution. You can't smell. Can we ask the reception about anything? I think we're fine. There are numerous posters about pet insurance and vaccinations. I guess we just want... Our receptionist is doing some paperwork behind the counter. Looks like they take insurance here. Then it cannot be an illicit hospital. We have to find out what this hospital is all about. Let's take a look at the animals here. You just were complaining about that. Look at the parrot. That appears to be one of those super memory parrots. People use these birds frequently now when they study foreign languages or have other sounds they want to record. It's a penguin. They are developed in 1933 as a breed which could thrive in tropical and temperate climates. Magellanic. That's one of those humming dogs. You know, the ones that have had their larynxes modified to help eliminate sound pollution. No. Then why did it bark? That's probably why it is at the hospital. Ah, yes. That's one of those pocket pets, popular among women as a combination pet and handbag. They were created by splicing marsupial genes into common household animals. This one would appear to be one of the cat models. Just realized something I can do there. Da, 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 da. Da, 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 da. Yeah, we've looked at the animals. What can we do now? It appears that the treatment area is behind here. The animal interrogations and nightmares. Tell me everything you know. Woof, woof. Their animals all have collars and ID tags. They appear to be pets. Okay, come on. Pet insurance vaccinations. Yep. Okay. You keep saying the same thing. Maybe its memory chip is damaged, it says about the parrot. Yeah, that sounds weird. Everybody here has a small animal of some kind with them. They must be very rich individuals. Dog's got to say hello. As you can see, it is a very quiet animal. It seems to have a wound in its pouch. That happens frequently with those, I'm afraid. Women's sharp cosmetic cases end up hurting the inside of the animal's pouches. Oh, God. These poor animals. Women just won't let anything stand between them and their pursuit of beauty. And you wonder why you have trouble getting along with women. We leave now? Oh, fuck. Okay, sure. I'm looking for a hospital with this sign. Well, it's not the one for this place. Looks kind of similar, though. It looks similar, but I don't think it's the same. I know that. Gillian, what good does it do to come this far if you're just going to leave? It appears to be a smaller establishment than I thought. Why can't we just talk to the receptionist? We'll be okay, won't we? They stay away from animals, right? The doctor here has a really good reputation. It's so hard to find a good vet these days. Oh, hang on. Well, they don't do direct genetic manipulation, but their treatments are really good. They service manufactured pets here too. And they're approved by the Life Manipulators Oversight Committee. What about the doctor here? Is he any good? He's a fully licensed doctor with his genetic manipulation permit. This is about the only place in town that will see you without an appointment. Fully licensed, eh?
Snatchers cannot tolerate dogs. It is improbable that this is their skin cancer treatment center.
Looks like we barked up the wrong tree here. So, now we're back to square one, huh?
Don't become too discouraged. We still have many leads. Let's head back to the turbocycle.
Oleen Hospital.
Unfortunately, this wasn't the place.
You're right, Metal. Okay, let's go.
Gillian, it's the emergency line from HQ. I'll connect you.
Gillian, I'm glad I got you. I got a call from Katrina. She said she has something she needs to give you.
Something to give me? What in the world?
She seemed really scared. Kept saying that Alice was barking.
When did she call?
About 30 minutes or so ago.
Damn.
Gillian, we should hurry.
Yeah, Katrina's in trouble.
Why did it take her half an hour to call us? Oleen Hospital, is this where you go after those awful potato chips? Womp womp. Get us to Gibson's house now, Metal. Set the automatic traffic control system to give us absolute priority. 10-4. God, I hope she's safe. All right, now heading for Jean-Jacques Gibson's house. Katrina's house now. Jean-Jacques is yacked out. Let's go. That's what I want to do. Let's go, go, go. Katrina, are you here? There is no answer. In the area, everything appears to be in order, but still. It seems like someone is home, but something is odd. The lights are on. Perhaps Katrina is home. I can hear the noise of the streetlights transformers. It's almost too quiet. Something is odd here. Please use caution, Gillian. Katrina, are you here? There's no answer. Let's check the door. Oh, those are good amounts. Ooh. They're a different kind of robot in disguise than what we're looking for. Oh, investigate the door. So much for Transformers, that's true. Huh? It's not locked. That's awesome. All right, I'll open the door. Are you ready? Bit of a Transformers fan, are we? BG. Yeah, open it. We've entered Gibson's living room. What about Katrina? Where is she? I don't see her. This is rather troubling. Try and call Katrina. I'm worried about Katrina. Let's see if she's in here. Good idea. Katrina! Katrina! Are you in here? It's me, Gillian. There is no answer. Apparently, she cannot hear you. Look around the room. We are the only ones here. Where could she have gone? Look at the monitor. The television and data terminals are still on. The lights have been left on. What could have happened to Katrina? The monitors are still hot. They must have been left on. Future tech. They haven't figured out cooling. Oh, we're looking at the window. What's this? I thought this was a window, but there's another shelf here. Why didn't I notice this sooner? Okay. A model of a house is on the shelf. It's a perfect miniature of Gibson's house. It's made from a cast, but the detail is excellent. It's a music box, but there is nothing inside it. I didn't know Gibson had made a model of his house. It appears that something was kept inside it. This model may have some connection with our investigation. True. After all, Sean left that search the house memo. This may be what he was referring to. Still, we have to find Katrina. Okay, let's move. Let's check out the study. Huh? What the? Is Katrina very small? She's in the model house. My goodness, what a shambles. Somebody has turned the place upside down. The Snatchers! They must have been looking for something. Look around the room. The room is a shambles. Things are scattered everywhere. Look at the PC. They broke the monitor. That was vintage. Vintage, damn you! The monitor is broken. The hard leather has been torn to shreds. Everything appears to have been smashed and broken. Based on the condition of this room, it looks like they were looking for something. I wonder what. I don't know. It could be the same thing we're looking for. The machine is a total loss. It's a good thing we had already read the file on the disk. Maybe they were trying to destroy some kind of data on themselves. We can't read it off the disk anymore, but I have it stored in my memory. Don't worry. It appears to have been torn by a claw-like instrument of some kind. They were worried about the location of their hospital getting out. Katrina must have discovered something related to that. I bet you're right. Katrina! Katrina! Are you in here? It's me, Gillian! There's no answer. Something must have happened. Got the back end? Yep. Let's take a look at the garden. Alice should be out there. Uh-oh, Alice is not out there. This is the garden. Huh? Where's Alice? So Alice is missing too. There is nobody in the area. It's too dark for standard optical sensors. Night vision sensors don't read anything though. Look, there's a collar on the ground. There is nothing unusual. It seems almost too quiet out here. This garden doesn't lead anywhere. It was Alice's own private space. There's no way that Alice could have gotten out without going through the study. Alice is a dog. We don't know about dog snatchers. You know, it's all been human snatchers so far. It appears to have been torn apart. It's Alice's magnetic collar. Special devices around their yard prevent the dog from going beyond their property if it is wearing this collar. Alice is a Doberman. That's not exactly the kind of dog that goes down easy. That's true, if she was facing a human. It appears that something was dragged on the ground here. I'm not picking up anything on infrared or on my motion detectors. This tear is unusual. There is no way Alice would have had enough strength to do this. Katrina! Katrina! Answer if you can hear me! There's no answer. Something must have happened. Try and call Alice. Alice may be in earshot. Why don't you call her? Come on, Alice. Come here, girl. There is no sign of her. She rather likes people, so she would no doubt come out if she was here. Just one more whip around of the options. We can't investigate the ground, can we? There is a registration number printed on the side. It is definitely the one Alice was wearing. Alice still is White Rabbit. We watched Alice in Wonderland on Monday, actually. I forgot how hazy that movie is. Mrs. Machine Gun fell asleep during it because she'd worked that morning, so she's a bit worn out. Okay. Try one more time. Okay, back to the study. Let's just start looping through the options. They must have shorted out. There are traces of burns on the case. The down feathers are leaking out. Everything appears to have been smashed and broken. Achoo! Gillian, that sneeze. Maybe Snow 9? Wait a moment. Let me analyze the air in the room. Analysis complete. It's a very slight amount, but there are definitely traces of Snow 9 here. It would appear that Snatchers have definitely been here. What about communications? Can you transmit? Yes. The Snow 9 isn't dense enough to block communications. I fell asleep to a reading of Alice in Wonderland and Through the Looking Glass on a very warm bus one afternoon. Fun trip for sure. Oh, that would have been some fun dreams reading that and falling asleep. It's Santa. Santa's been here. Several cuts run perfectly parallel to each other, and there is a stocking stuffed in each cut. Maybe it was Santa. Suggesting something like an animal's claws. It was not a knife or any other cutting tool. No one here. Looks maybe she's been hidden or captured. Satellite receiver and various information channels have all been left on. It's a perfect miniature of Gibson's house. It's made from a cast, but the detail is excellent. It's as if the only things missing from the house is the people. The service charge meter for the information channels shows a very high figure. Okay. It's more of a glass block shelf set in the wall than a window. Trees in the garden are visible. Okay. The house model is the only thing on the shelf. Its size fits the shelf perfectly. Damn it. Went too far. There's a music button, there's nothing inside it. Okay. Oh, gosh.
Gillian, I read motion. Use extreme caution. The signal is coming from outside the window.
Oh,
It's
shit.
Alice.
The dog is dead. Body temperature suggests it was killed about 10 minutes ago. No doubt the work of Snatchers.
Scum. No reason to kill the poor animal. Katrina. Where's Katrina?
We can leave the cleanup here to the junk crews. We should look for Katrina.
Judging from the mess they made here, it looks like they were looking for something. We're quite upset that they couldn't find it.
Perhaps that means that Katrina is still safe.
That's true. If they had her, there'd be no need to turn the place upside down like this.
Perhaps Katrina took whatever they were looking for and fled.
I bet you're right, Metal. We've got to find her before they do. Let's get back to the turbo cycle.
Receive a distress call from Katrina and search the house. Where should we go? Gillian, you have to look for Katrina first. We can visit your apartment later. All right. Jungle HQ. Mika, why did it take you half an hour to call? Why? Take a drink every time someone says, let's go back to the turbo cycle. You will be smashed in no time. Yes, exactly, Peaches. Have you been able to contact Katrina yet? Alice was killed, and Katrina is missing. Mika, what should I do? Gillian, please, you've got to help Katrina. It was not an answer to my question. Judging from the condition of the apartment, I'd say they were looking for something. Katrina's safe somewhere, right, Gillian? Isn't she? 0 out of 10, yes. For that. Have you found Katrina? Is Katrina here? Come on, see, get serious. Of course she's not here. Okay. So, did you find Katrina? Katrina isn't here, is she? Don't be stupid. If she was here, we all wouldn't be so worried now, would we? Okay. This is Gibson's room. Maybe Katrina's here. Why don't we take a look around? Katrina, can you hear me? Yes? Hey, you runt. That's not funny. Looking at the desk. This is the desk that John was using. It's been straightened up quite neatly. This would all be so much easier if Gibson was still alive. This is the locker used by the runners. Runners? Do you mean junkers? I've got it all to myself now. Katrina, are you in here? Katrina cannot be found in this area. Katrina, where are you? Unfortunately, Katrina does not seem to be here. Under the mat. Katrina, are you in here? She's on insect, you know. There is no way she could be hiding around here. Katrina, are you in here? Oh, Katrina, there you are. Oops, bad joke. Sorry. I will shut the locker. Katrina, answer me if you can hear my voice. There is no answer. She does not seem to be here. Okay. Where would you like to go? Shooting range? Katrina, answer me if you can hear my voice. Katrina is not here. Let's look somewhere else. Sometimes I get really worried, you know. After all, this is a dangerous job. Maybe I won't be able to see you here like this tomorrow. Your boss is a snatcher. Oh, don't be silly. Everything will be fine. He's in on it. You just don't like bosses. You want to search me? Is this work or play? I'm sorry, Mika. Please forgive me, please. Katrina, where are you? Oh, okay. I've always wondered about this, but how does someone like you end up as a junker? That's a tough question. I'm sure it's for the same reasons as you and Harry. I'll ask about Katrina. Her whereabouts. Okay. I wonder where she is. She doesn't have any friends, you know. Contact. There's been no word from her since earlier today. There aren't many places that she's likely to go. Katrina's safe somewhere, right, Gillian? Isn't she? She's really mature for her age. If something happened, I'm sure she'd call. Do you have her number? Did you give her any numbers besides the one for headquarters? She shouldn't know any of the numbers of anyone in the agency. What about yours? Gillian, didn't you give her your address? That's right, I gave her mine. Gillian, please help Katrina. Right, let's go home, which is what I tried to do. Please be careful, Gillian. Gillian, you have to look for Katrina first. We can visit your apartment later. What good will it do to go to your apartment at a time like this? We have to find Katrina as quickly as possible. Mika just said... God damn. Mika just said Katrina's got our address. Let's look for Katrina here. Now that you mention it, Katrina said that she stopped by here a lot. Let's look around downtown. We would have a hard time finding Katrina here, even if she was around. The shop windows are all displaying goods for Christmas and New Year's. There's a lot of clothes here that I bet Katrina would love. Katrina isn't here, is she? Hey, over there. What, you see Katrina? I'm not a believer in nominative determinism. And maybe calling them snatchers was a bad idea. They called them snatchers after they started snatching people. More decorations appear every day. Katrina is nowhere around the show windows. It's in the intro. Spoke. Because of this, they are called snatchers. I don't see Katrina anywhere. Katrina! Katrina, answer if you can hear me! You missed that part. It's on YouTube. Gillian should never be able to hear you in this crowd. Let's try looking somewhere else. Like our apartment. Oh, fuck off. Damn. No. Ah. But yeah, we have to go back to Junker HQ and just talk to 20 million people. Ah, ha, ha. Bit of a sore neck. Stealthy golem rating with 174. What the? What? What? Thank you so much, Stealthy. Oh, Zelda. Oh my gosh. What? What? What is happening? What is happening? AS Ryan, the Kazakh, Stingray 9. Welcome in, welcome in. There's a hype train going on. What the hell? Chilipico. Why is there a hype train? Ah. They're running. Ah. Ah. Harder, thank you very much for the follow. Stealthy, Golem, thank you so much for the raid. I really appreciate it. For those who don't know me, I'm Mystical Machine Gun. I like to play retro variety. I like to play retro series. Retro variety streamer. We play through 2 series at a time. I'm playing Phantasy Star on Fridays/Saturdays. Wednesdays doing Metal Gear. And we finished most of the Metal Gear series, but people paid with their subs to do more Kojima. So we're doing Snatcher right now. Next up is Police Noughts. So yes, we're still deep in the Kojima den. So thank you so much for the raid. Really appreciate it. That kicked off a hype train. So let's put hype train music on. And we're in Act 2 of Snatcher. And we're looking for Katrina. We're looking for Jean-Luc Gibson's daughter, who has gone missing after her house was apparently ransacked and they killed her dog. You've never seen it before, Board Game Heaven. It's an awesome game. Have you found Katrina yet? No. But let's ask the chief and stuff around because we're trying to trigger the next thing to happen in this Mega CD game. What? Katrina's missing? Hurry up, Seed. You must find Katrina. Look at the chief. What are you staring at, Gillian? Get back to work. Okay. Investigating the chief is not going to help us. We need to ask about Katrina. There we go. Sega CD and Mega CD basically the same. Yes, I think America called it Sega CD, and like Australia and PAL areas called it the Mega CD. So that's why I'm calling it the Mega CD. Mega CD to go with the Mega Drive. Katrina probably has some clue to the hospital that Gibson found. God, you can't come from Stealthy Golem's stream and his excellent voice acting to me doing whatever I do. This is not going to work. If she calls, we'll put her through to you right away. She may not be able to contact anyone right now. No, Katrina is not here. Okay, maybe if we just ask everybody about Katrina's whereabouts, they will let us go back to our apartment where she probably is. So how about Katrina? Her whereabouts. Katrina will be all right. She may look a little fragile, but remember, she's Jean's daughter. She's quite tough. Oh, that's not the person I meant to ask about, but hey, let's ask about Random and Jill anyway. I never trust those bounty hunters. This isn't the kind of job you do for profit. Katrina knows the emergency number for the agency. If something happens, you can bet she'll call. I know you'll find Katrina. I'm sure of it. Katrina's a really special kid, Gillian. You gotta help her. Gillian, just calm down. Of course she's not here. Gillian, you gotta find Katrina. I know. Let's just go to the computer. Let's see if we can just find a number for Katrina. We might turn that music on. Looks like the hype train's not going any further. Katrina said she was interested in computers. Maybe she's in here. Well, I really doubt it, but let's take a look anyway. Katrina, can you hear me? Yes? Hey, you runt. That's not funny. God, Metal Gear. Come on. We're serious business here. Yep, let's insert a card. Let's load an ID file. And let's look up Katrina. I'm not sure if Jordan has given us numbers before. We shall see. We shall see. Katrina Gibson, 18. Yes, we know her blood type. That's great. Don't even know her phone number or anything. Yes. Oh, yep. That's the information we got before. Okay. Maybe we should just call Jamie. 391009 for her job. Ring, ring, video phone.
Good afternoon. Neo Kobe Pharmaceutical Labs. May I help you? Oh, Gillian, what's up?
We're just going to ask about on a date. Oleen Hospital? Oh, that's right. That's that veterinary clinic, isn't it? They're totally legit. Rather stuffy operation, though. They only treat purebreds and official genetic manipulants. Say that 3 times fast. We can't ask about Katrina? We can't ask about Katrina. Okay. Can't talk about Katrina. Worth a try. So, you can look at the area. I don't think she's in here. There is no one here beside us. Investigate under the terminal. Katrina, are you in here? Katrina cannot be found in this area. Katrina, where are you? Oh, stop with that bad. That is a bad joke, Metal. Are you in the display? There is no way that Katrina is going to be here. What are you thinking, Gillian? Okay. We've already done the look, haven't we? We have. Okay. We can do more investigating the shooting range. We didn't look everywhere here. Look at the practice booth. It's on standby. Nobody here besides us. Look under the booth. Katrina, where are you? Unfortunately, Katrina does not seem to be here. The booth's shadows. Katrina, are you in here? Oh, Katrina, there you are. Oops, bad joke. Sorry. Okay. All right, let's go back to Mika again. Let's see if we can get her to talk more about Katrina having our address. So let's ask about Katrina and her whereabouts. There aren't many places that she's likely to go. Katrina's safe somewhere, right, Gillian? Isn't she? That robot should be in the scrap heap after making that joke. So, tell you what. I'm a licensed junker. I'm allowed to take out robots. Sure she'd call. Okay, she hasn't called. Can't even search for Katrina here. You sure it's on the island, right? Sure. It's driving me mad. We have not found Katrina. Thank you very much, Golem. Take it easy, mate. Much appreciate the raid. Alright, all we can do is pray that she's still safe. If I could treat her, please check she's... Yeah. Oh, it's auto-tinting glass. By applying a slight current to the electrochromic tungsten coating of the glass, its tint can be adjusted from perfectly transparent to almost opaque. Well, Katrina's not outside the window. Idiot, what floor do you think this is? Fine, Chief. From up here, Neo Kobe is really beautiful at night. Okay. What do we do, everybody? What do we do? We can't even go back to Gibson's house. Like, that's not an option. Yeah, we can't. We've just got Alton Plaza and Junker HQ. And that's, it's the last place we could check Metal Gear. Do you not understand? The metagaming, what we're doing here. We've been everywhere else. And she knows where we live. Show. Video memory, sure. Okay, that's really pretty neon. That's great. Okay. What are we missing here? Let's just talk to Harry some more. Maybe that's just the way to go. Look at Harry. Would you mind not staring at me like that? You look like you suspect me of something. Back of the room. Katrina, where are you? Katrina cannot be found in this area. Ask about random. I never trust those bounty hunters. This isn't the kind of job you do for profit. I've heard he's really good. Already put down at least 3 of them, but I still don't get along with those types. Oleen. Hey, I may be old, but I'm in good shape. I don't know too much about hospitals. Never heard of this one either. There's definitely no mistake about Little John's memory. This hospital exists. You can bet your life on that. Okay, ask about Katrina. Ask about her whereabouts. I know you'll find Katrina. I'm more sure of it. Gillian, you gotta find Katrina. Stop clicking on random. Not random options. Random. Random, the actual option. Katrina probably doesn't get out too often. She probably doesn't have too many friends. We owe it to Jean to make sure that Katrina is safe. We're depending on you, Gillian. Okay, maybe this is the way. We have to just keep asking to get everything out of everybody. I feel like we've gotten everything out of Harry. Anyway, you gotta get out there and look for Katrina. She may hold the key to find the hospital. At any rate, you gotta get out there and look for Katrina. She may hold the key to find the hospital. That was my Harry voice, wasn't it? All I can do is pray that she's still safe. He's got a bit of a deep voice. Yep. Check places she's likely to visit. We did that. Let's pray she's still safe. Places she's likely to go. Yes, see, she's a teenager, right? Don't teenagers like to see the city? Go shopping? You've been to Alton Plaza, right? Yes, I checked Alton Plaza. Maybe you need to search a little harder. Oh, really? Is that my clue? I guess we have not gone through all the possible options at Alton Plaza. They do like stymie. They need a hint system. Need invisiclues for Kojima. I love the universal hint system. I love like it gives you like top level topics. And you can click on those, and then it'll ask you questions, and you click links, and it opens up more. So it'll be like, I'm in the plaza and I don't know what to do. And then you click the link and it says, have you tried searching? And you click on that and it digs in deeper and deeper. It's awesome. Okay, let's just go through every option in the plaza. Okay, we'll go downtown. See, Metal, that's the first thing they say. Is that she's not here. Shop windows are all displaying goods because of New Year's. Shop windows are all displaying goods. I know it's not a typo that it's show windows because they're showing stuff, but it's weird that you say show windows and it goes straight to shop windows. Numerous couples and families are milling about enjoying the holiday mood. Numerous couples and families are milling about, enjoying the holiday mood. We skate downtown. More decorations appear every day. More decorations appear every day. See, it says, look, it randomly tells you to look elsewhere, which is like, you're in the wrong place. Stop wasting your time. Beer is good. I'm assuming that's what it says down the bottom. I'm sure somebody's translated all the neon signs. Oh, there you go. All right, let's try the nightlife district. Metal, we've got to find her. Don't worry, Gillian. She won't get past my sensors. This is no good. I don't see her anywhere. She does not appear to be here. I don't see Katrina anywhere. Let's look somewhere else. Why don't we stop by my apartment? Good idea. You've been telling me it's been a bad idea over and over again, Metal Gear. Good idea. It might be worthwhile to search the neighborhood. Let's go, Metal. Understood. Sending course for your apartment. I know that wasn't Metal. There's a few instances of the wrong subtitle there. It's been happening. It's been all happening. This is what you've been like all night, Metal. No, no, no. We've arrived at your house. What would you like to do? This is your apartment building. The clue noise.
Wait a sec. My lights are on. That's weird. I know I shut them off before I left.
Be careful. A snatcher may be in your apartment.
Searching the place, maybe? I don't have any evidence up there.
Let's look at the window. It's hard to tell from here, but the lights are definitely on. What? Why is it only the turbo cycle? Let's capture whoever snuck into your apartment. Look at the apartment building. This is definitely your building. The window of your apartment is visible from the side. Not surprisingly, there are few pedestrians this time of night. The security system is on. It appears to be in order. How could they get past the security system? Metal, check the status of the door of my apartment from here. All right, now accessing the building security system. Gillian, it's open. What? I know I locked that before I left. I can't limit the movement sensor to just your apartment. What about your infrared sensor? I don't read anything. Apparently nobody is near the window. We go inside now? Oh, jeez. I'll open the door. Are you ready? Yeah, open it. This is the living room.
I hear something.
This time I can hear it too.
I read motion. Something is in there.
All right, Metal, lock the front door. We're not letting anything out of here.
The sound seems to be coming from the bathroom. What's that smell? A Snatcher? I'm not sure, but I've smelled that before somewhere. There are some faint depressions in the carpet that would indicate footprints. These shoe impressions are very sharp and deep. Most of the weight of the person was focused on one point. Something sharp? A Snatcher? That possibility exists. This is the bathroom. It's really hot and humid in here. Look around the room. There is something in the shower. The electronic blinds to the glass door prevent identification of whatever is in the stall. I doubt a Snatcher is having a shower. I read movement. There's movement in this room. My thermosensor shows a region of concentrated heat. I would say that hot water is being used. I read movement from within the stall. The in-use sign is lit on the window. That's okay. There is no one in the room. The shower stall is the only place that someone could be hiding. The temperature and humidity in this room are climbing rapidly. Okay, the in-use sign is lit. Down the room, shower stall is the only place someone could be hiding. Should we go after it? That would be a very dangerous move if it's the Snatcher. Opening the stall is a simple matter. What are you going to do, Gillian? Nothing else we can do. Let's just save, just in case. We get murdered in the bathroom. Easy cleanup, at least. Aren't Metal Gear and Gillian supposed to be smart? You tell me, Peaches. You tell me if this man... You tell me if that looks like a smart face to you.
I'll open the blinds by altering the electrical polarity. Are you ready?
Okay, go ahead.
All right. Now opening the blinds.
Whoa!
You pervert! Get out of here!
I hope you learned your lesson, Gillian. You definitely had that coming to you.
Oh, yeah? Well, I didn't exactly see you close your eyes either.
That is because my optical sensors are not equipped with retractable shutters.
Oh, shut up. You know exactly what I mean.
Here comes Katrina.
I can't believe you did that, Gillian.
You see, I was just...
Face up to it like a man.
You shut up. I'm just glad that you're safe, Katrina.
I was so frightened. I just looked up your address and I let myself in. I'm sorry. Did I surprise you?
Surprise me? You bet you surprised me.
I'm sorry.
That's all right. By the way, how did you get in?
Hey, I'm the daughter of a junker. I can pick locks in my sleep.
I see. And you avoided the sensors as well. You may have a promising career ahead of you.
This is that music.
Ooh.
Whoa.
Look at Katrina's face. Look at Gillian's face. She did like it. Metal Gear set you up and you knew it. Yep. What a jerk. What's wrong, Gillian? You're not mad, are you? I'm starting to get warm all over. What's wrong, Gillian? You're not mad, are you? You're natural blue. I'm gonna need to check out your towel. Don't you ever quit? I know what you have in mind. Maybe you should get some clothes on. Huh? I just took a shower, so I'm a little hot. I'd like to stay like this. Katrina, I can loan you some of my clothes. I may take you up on that in a few minutes. No, you're just fine the way you are. It's about Alice. So how old are Gillian and Katrina exactly? Katrina is 18. I think Gillian's late 20s. He does not look like late 20s. What's wrong with Alice? You see, Alice is... Gillian! What's wrong? Forget it, I'll tell you later. You're weird. Alice is a fine dog. Isn't she? She's my only family now. Oh, geez, I can't tell if the dog's dead. Ask about the video phone. About that phone call. Would you tell me what that was all about? That's right. When I was straightening out the living room, I found this inside that model of our house. Oh, yeah. There was a model of Gibson's house on the shelf, wasn't there? Ooh. It's a list of hospitals. It appears to be a list of illicit medical facilities. It lists the name of the hospital, its director's name, its address, and area of speciality. Well, then the Snatcher's place, the one that Gibson found, must be on this list. So that's what that search the house note that Gibson left meant. He was just a little too clever this time. Will this list be of any help? This list has over 3,000 places listed on it. We could never hit them all. We need some other information to narrow it down. I like that illicit hospitals have directors, yes. Well, they've got to have the bureaucracy just because they're illicit. What about that image from Little John's memory? That should be the key. If you type in the name of the hospital, I'll scan the list for you. Outside the law, but still has some bureaucrats in charge. Exactly. Ask about age. Oh, there you go, Spook. How old are you, Katrina? I turned 18 this year. Oh, really? Jeez. I can't believe how quick kids grow up these days. Even so, I'm pretty old for a model. Oh, great. So what does that make Jamie? Hospital list. Do you know anything about this list of hospitals? I've never seen it before, but if my dad kept it in the house model, it must have been really important. I'm sure the hospital my dad found is on this list. Is on it. Okay. I think somebody was following me. I'm sure they're after my dad's list, but I couldn't get in touch with you. Sorry about that. I should have given you Metal Gear's number. How do you get... Gillian, you got things more important than our age that you need to be asking her. Katrina, you'll catch a cold. Okay, Gillian. I'll borrow some of your clothes, okay? Wait a second. Before that, we need to talk. About that phone call. Would you tell me what that was all about? I called before I entered your apartment, but I couldn't get in touch with you. About that phone call. Okay, cool. Now it's repeating. You didn't make any marks on the list, so there must be some other key. You didn't make any marks, so there must be some other key. Yep, cool. How old are you, Katrina? Yeah, that's fine. Talk. Katrina. Oh, for Christ's sake. Oh, investigate the hospital list. Jeez. Can I take a look at that hospital list? Go ahead, take a look. Investigate list. All right, Gillian. Let's see if we can find the Snatcher's hospital on this list. What about that hospital that was in Little John's memory? Why don't you give a name similar to the one on that sign? Give me a name along the lines of the one on the sign. The sign said Oleen, didn't it? Input the name of the hospital that you want to search for. Okay, let's start with Oleen. Oleen, right? Okay, now searching. Ooh, there you go. Not surprisingly, the only one is that veterinary hospital. Oh, hang on. Can we just search for Een? Can we do wildcard searches there? Middle? No, it's not here. No, the name must be different. Think hard about the name in that picture. Look for clue, little memory. What name does Oleen bring to mind? The sign is definitely for that hospital, right? The visual image of Oleen is almost certainly correct. So Oleen is the starting point, right? Maybe we're reading it wrong. Input the name of the hospital that you want to search for. Okay, let's cut to the chase. It's Queen Hospital. That's why Gibson also left the Queen from his chess set. Queen, right? Okay. Queen, right? Okay, now searching. What? It seems very close, but something is missing. Hang in there. I put Queen. Queen did not work today. Oh, that was blue. Oh, the music stopped. Oh, it's all happening. Can't believe I went overboard with the apostrophe. It's here. Queen's Hospital. Great. You found it, Gillian. Ah, so the neon tube was burned out, eh? And there are more letters to the word than shown in the picture. So Queens look like Oleen. That's what the chess piece was trying to tell us.
What's the address of that hospital?
CX District, PHC 77. The director is Chinese. Name, Chin Shu O.
Chin Shu O. He's probably a snatcher, too. So we finally found their nest.
Gillian, please be careful.
Don't worry, Katrina. You're safe now. They won't be coming after you.
Just to be on the safe side, we will have Kobe police take you into protective custody.
Gillian, I'm sorry about the way I reacted in the shower. Maybe if your timing had been a little better, we might have...
Don't worry about it, Katrina. I think I needed a cold shower anyway.
I'm just so confused. I don't want to lose anybody else.
All right, let's go, Metal. We have to pay a visit to Queen's Hospital.
Progress. Okay, let's get out to Queen's Hospital. This is it. All right, now heading for Queen's Hospital. Let's go. Let's go. We've already rumbled a veterinary hospital. Let's go mess up a human hospital. Yeah. We're the good guys. We've arrived at Queen's Hospital. What would you like to do? There it is. That S is nowhere to be seen in the memory. Retro Dorosito, welcome in. Hope you're doing well, my friend. I'll give you a shout out straight away. You're doing some high seas stuff, I think. High seas trader. Queen's Hospital? Is that where you go when you have a shear? It's pretty good. Pretty good. Look, all I've heard, spook. All I hear is that they specialize in butt implants. They really like to make fat bottom girls. Is the S flickering? Oh, the whole thing's flickering. Okay, fine. A sign. That's the one that was in Little John's memory. No mistake. Right, let's save before we die. Retro, thanks very much for the raid. The slightly delayed raid. We'll take a delayed raid for sure. Welcome in. For those who don't know me, I'm Mystical Machine Gun. We play retro variety series. We're playing Metal Gear one night a week, Phantasy Star the other night of the week. We've completed most of the Metal Gear series. Now we're doing extra Kojima. So we're playing Snatcher. So cosmetic surgery then. Not a place to go avoid the dust. What are the Queen songs do I know? Look at the building. The building dates from the 20th century. There is no sign that they are in business. This sign looks like it says Oleen, even from quite close. Yeah, but the S is always there, and in the memory it is not always there. There is a rather wide road passing by the hospital. A number of cars are parked illegally on it. And this Pyramid Magic is in the background. Look, it's Sega. Escape the building. Although it is quite aged, it appears to have been adequately maintained. The only entrance appears to be at the front of the building. Not surprisingly, part of the neon sign is, in fact, burned out. We are quite a distance from any shopping or residential areas. The door is locked, but even I can open a mechanism this simple. Don't set off any burglar alarms or anything. So what's High Seas Trader about, Retro? DOS 1994. Is it like Pirates? Is it like Port Royale? Is it like those games, or is it a bit more of a sim of just trading? Did we investigate the door? Let's investigate the door. Okay, let's look at the door. It's an old-style electronic locked door. Ah, we can go inside. I'll enter Queen Hospital's security program and disable the lock. Sort of like Pirates, but more about managing trading and attacking other ships from what I saw. Ah, okay. Lock disabled. Late 17th century, nautical trading and combat game. Ah. See, the trading part of Pirates and games like that are probably the part I like the least. I know if you actually keep track of what sells well, where it works well, but I just like bombing other ships and taking them over and raiding towns. And having sword fights. But still sounds cool. I love nautical games in general. We're inside the hospital. Awfully dark. Look at the area. There is a reception booth in the center of the lobby and 3 doors along the wall behind it. This looks like the waiting area. We just gotta do everything twice now. There are no tracks in the dust that would indicate recent passage. Big Jim, thanks very much for the follow. Welcome in, hope you're doing well. There is nobody in the booth. The monitors are switched off. Look at the doors. Door 1. Do you want door number 1, door number 2, or door number 3? That door is closed. Right, okay. That door is closed. I can see that from here. What is the point? That door is closed. It appears it has been left like this for some time. Well, if they're not in business at the moment, what's the neon sign on for? If it appears abandoned, homeless and other people may move into the building. God forbid people use an unused area, eh? I'm not picking up any movement. There is nobody else in the area. What filth? There's no operational hospital in the world with floors this dirty. There is dust on everything. I don't see any footprints. A solid layer of dust has collected. It hasn't been operated for several months. What's this? There's some kind of switches here. Gillian, look at this. It says door control 1, 2, 3. These switches must be for those doors over there. Apparently they are operated from here. That door is closed. Oh, I'll push switch number 1. Door number 1 opened. Okay. That door is open. Oh, yes, so I want to look through it. Okay. Just take it in order. We're in room number 1. There is an operating table. It would appear that this room was used for surgery or treatment of some kind. It appears to be a very well-equipped operating room. Camera and lighting equipment for surgery are everywhere. X-ray equipment is installed into the walls. It's a virtual reality monitor to support the surgeon as he conducts the operation. These monitors are for displaying the images from various types of internal body cameras. It's an ordinary operating table. We have to look at everything in the middle. You have to understand. There is a layer of dust on the sheet. I'm not reading any traces of Snow 9. So Snow 9 is a hint of Snatcher presence. So if Gillian starts sneezing, be wary. I'm not reading any motion. There is no one in the area beside us. It's funny how you're a detective, but if you're too smart, then the game forces you to do a bunch of useless, unhelpful things even when you know what you're supposed to do. Like the Katrina situation, yes. It's very on rails. Like coding up a real detective game where you can go anywhere and investigate anything is much harder. So I understand why, but it's very on rails. It's very adventure gamey. Be smart, but don't be too smart. Judging from the distribution and thickness of the dust, there is no sign that it has been moved recently. Now looking about the room. Oh, look at that. We can move the camera. You thought of a game to redeem? Oh, no. Dare I ask? No. I don't believe anything is hiding in the room. Contradiction, spot the liar. Oh. Well, you got to pick a redeem. Pick a platform. Yeah, I don't want to be too into a game of this vintage, but it absolutely feels bogged down in the tropes of the genre. Yes. No argument there. But the appeal of it is the plot and the characters and the cutscenes. It's unfortunately not, you know. Okay, door 2 open. Okay. Unfortunately, it is not. It's not Metal Gear. We're in room number 2. Look around room. It appears to be some kind of research facility for biological experiments. But if you like reading, you're set. You'll be selecting the closest system to a PC. Have I got a DOS one? I can have a DOS one. Genital manipulators. Genital manipulators. Genital manipulation. Sorry. I'll get myself together. That certainly is something for sure, Mr. H. Genital manipulators, various lasers, microsurgery implements. The place is well equipped. For what? A number of specialized devices and machines are located throughout the room. Once embedded like this, even the most costly equipment is useless. There are jars for preserving items in formaldehyde, and a number of other containers and chemicals. I think technically Commodore 64 is the closest option to a PC. I apologize that I don't have a DOS option. I should have a DOS or a Win95. That's retro. Thanks for the follow, Mr. H. 1217. Much appreciated. Okay, we looked at the equipment. Look at the shelf. We read the shelf. Okay. Desktop. How do I feel about FMV video games? Well, if it gets redeemed, we'll give it a go. There are various types of biotech equipment. They were apparently carrying out some rather involved project. I don't know how I got here, honestly. I fell asleep watching a stream and now I'm here. If you're watching Stealthy Golem, he rated us, which was much appreciated. So good morning. It's a very expensive monitor with super high resolution for medical applications. The containers. Are there any genitals in these containers? No? Okay, cool. There is nothing pleasant in any of the containers. Well, they've got genital manipulators. Equipment and supplies for experiments have been left right where they were when they were being used. There is nothing alive here. This place really gives me the creeps. It's got cobwebs on it. There is no sign that this room has been used at all. Okay, cobwebs, that's fine. Well, my house has got cobwebs and it's getting used. There is no sign that any of the containers or chemicals have been touched. They are all covered with an even layer of dust. The amount of dust is the same as in the other areas. Thanks for the dust update, Middle. This equipment would need extensive maintenance before it could be used. For some reason, a large number of the containers are empty. Okay, let's exit this room. Moving out to the hallway. Use switches. Switch. Oh, whoops. I was using an Xbox 360 pad last week, which was the D-pad was too stiff. We're on a PS4 controller this week, and now it's too smooth. It's too fast. It's totally dark in here. Can't see a thing. I have a light installed just for situations like this. Please use it if necessary. Could have told us this before, Metal. All right, turn your light on. Yes, sir. Coming on. The light is now on. I turn control of it over to you, Gillian. You operate the light with the direction key. Press the B button together with the direction key to move the light. Otherwise, the direction key navigates through commands as usual. Make sure the objects you wish to examine are centered in the light's beam. Oh, God. Let's save in case we, something jumps out at us. Oh, well, save 1 will do. I meant to do save 4. All right. What do we got? Okay, look at... It's a vase. There are no flowers in it. It's a whiteboard. Nothing is written on it. Is that a door? I see nothing unusual. Hello? There are rails on the floor. There is nothing there. It's a desk. What about the desk? It's a picture of some kind of a temple. It looks somewhat Islamic. I think I've seen that thing somewhere before. Damn. Just can't remember. It's a computer. It's a monitor. It looks like one for a personal computer. Okay. What's this? There's something on the desk. What is it? There's a box of matches on the desk. Oh my, these matches are from Outer Heaven. Outer Heaven seems to be quite a popular spot with our Snatcher friends. I would suspect that they go there to select their victims. I will store these matches as evidence. Now let's investigate the monitor. It's a monitor designed for use with a computer. It's sitting on a computer. Investigate the vase. It's a completely ordinary vase. It's a completely ordinary vase. Okay. It's a whiteboard with a copy prevention device installed. Say what? Who's copying off the whiteboard? There's nothing there. Okay, let's investigate these rails. They run under this desk. Perhaps this desk is designed to slide. Pushing it doesn't do any good. It won't budge. It's a completely ordinary vase. It's a vase. There are no flowers in it. Push it. Push the vase. It's a drawer. It's a drawer. Let's investigate this drawer. The desk on rails won't
There
budge.
seems to be a scrap of paper caught between these 2 drawers. The others are empty. It appears that someone tried to straighten up in a hurry.
Let me see that paper.
Here it is.
What? What is this? It looks like Chinese or something. Metal translated.
Okay, let's see. Patient record, first examination. I'm not familiar with the next 5 characters. It's the first time I've ever seen any of them.
I thought you were supposed to be really good at Chinese.
My strongest areas are in chop suey, egg foo young, and wontons.
Rare Chinese characters. Or maybe some kind of code? At any rate, this is definitely part of someone's chart. If we can figure out these characters, we may be able to uncover another Snatcher.
What do you suppose happened to the other records?
Looks like someone cleaned them out of here. Maybe they knew we were coming.
Somehow I get the feeling the Snatchers know what we're up to. I'll store the fragment of the file.
We've already checked out that drawer. Okay. Oh, that's right. Got to move the camera. We can't even investigate the desk. That's the problem. The desk on rails will not budge. The Snatchers know what you're up to because Metal Gear is a traitor. Just don't trust robots, do you, Peaches? I guess you never used casts in Phantasy Star then. It's a very old photograph. Judging from the condition of the inks and paper, I would suspect that it's at least 50 years old. What's a picture like this doing on the wall here? Metal, what is this a photo of? One moment, please. I'll scan my data files. I have a positive ID. It's the Cathedral of St. Basil. It's a famous cathedral that was a Moscow landmark before the catastrophe. My first character was a Hugh cast for like 5 levels. That's not many. And then I wrote him with a humor. That's the way. Also played a Ruckus Seal with you for Blue, but you did. That's right. AKA the Tetris box art. Yes, and we've seen a map on a wall in a Snatcher apartment marking out where the Kremlin is. Was it Kremlin? Yeah, it was Kremlin. St. Basil's Cathedral. Have I heard of that? I can't seem to remember. Oh yeah, Gillian's got amnesia, by the way. Come to think of it, there was a map of Moscow on the wall in Freddie Nielsen's apartment, wasn't there? Aw, man. I remember that myself. Thanks, game. Moscow, eh? What connection does the Snatchers have with Moscow? I've stored this photo in my memory. Okay, that's good. So we look, it's a photograph of St. Basil's Cathedral. My other theory is that Gillian is a Snatcher that subconsciously transmits his accent to other Snatchers. Maybe. Feels like we should just be able to push this for hours. Kremlin is so similar to another word, it makes me think of a classic Twilight Zone episode. Oh, okay. Shutting my light off, Gillian. There's a Kremlin on the wing. It's a big building to have it on the wing. I need to rewatch the other VODs for this. Do we know anything about the motivations or goals of the Snatchers? We don't know anything about the motivations or goals of the Snatchers. They do seem to be attacking powerful people and replacing them rather than just randoms. That is all we know. Damn, there's nobody anywhere. Is this really one of the Snatchers' hideouts? Just relax, Gillian. It may not be much, but we have uncovered some clues. So world domination then, most likely. And now we're back to trying to get the game to do something. Gillian, let's try switching my light on, shall we? All right, turn your light on. Yes, sir. Coming on. The light is now on. I turn control of it over to you, Gillian. Yeah, okay. We know this. Fine. Given how much this is borrowing from Blade Runner, I'm assuming they want more life. Yes. Oh, well, maybe. But as opposed to replicants, you know, who have gone rogue, we don't know who created the Snatchers or why. Or if they even came from Earth. Do I have to just, like, do that? No. Okay. Nothing there. There's got to be a way to move the desk. I agree, Peaches. Absolutely agree. Pushkin doesn't do any good. It won't budge. Don't you think it's a little odd? There's no sign of anybody anywhere. Why don't we head out and see what we can make of the evidence we've gathered so far? Let's take a look out in the hallway. That's a prompt. I'm shutting my light off, Gillian. Ugh. Voices, forgot them. Okay. Possessions. Look. Video memory. At the temple, okay. That's the picture of a temple that was on the wall at Queen's Hospital. This is St. Basil's Cathedral. It's a famous cathedral that was in Moscow before the catastrophe. Okay, look at the area. Look at the floor. So we're the only ones who have been in and out of here, eh? Okay. There's nobody in the booth. The monitors are switched off. Okay. Alright, gotta be methodical, gotta go through all the options. There are 3 switches. Yeah, of course there are. Look at the doors. No, that's fine. Investigate. Area. I'm not picking up any movement. There's nobody else in the area. What? Don't we leave the hospital for now? Okay. Going outside? That's what you wanted to do. The switches open the doors. So there was door 1, 2, 3, and there were switches 1, 2, 3, and they opened the doors. Okay, so let's look at the building. Building's not typical of this. The building is not typical of those constructed as hospitals. It was probably originally used as an office building or for some other purpose. Sometimes people's preconceived notions are capable of distorting reality, aren't they? Fine, Middle, you're so smart. A surprising number of people are in the area. Car and pedestrian traffic is quite heavy. We are quite a distance from any shopping or residential areas. The broken neon tube is flickering occasionally. I was thinking maybe the desk didn't slide because it's held in place with strong magnets and you need to turn the magnets off to slide the desk. Yeah, there's a secret switch we're missing somewhere. But it's not in the reception area, I don't think. It's a round, pillar-shaped building of the kind that were popular at the end of the last century. Okay, investigate. Video memory, temple, blah, blah, blah. What if we just get in the turbo cycle? All right, now heading for Junker headquarters. Oh, this game does slow down sometimes, doesn't it? Just kind of holds you up. It makes the most of it makes the most of the areas it's got, doesn't it? Gotta visit everybody. We at least tell Mika that we found Katrina. Welcome back, Gillian. How's the investigation coming? Ask about the hospital. I wonder if that's the hospital Jean found. Yeah, okay, fine. Mika, I think I'm finally getting used to being a junker. Yes, I think you're cut out for this work, Gillian. We're not going to investigate her. We're not going to look at her. Talking about our feelings, asking about stuff. Let's show the temple. Why not? How exotic. I wonder where this temple is. How's your investigation going? Ask about the hospital. Well, I can't prove it, but it probably is or was their hospital. I say something is up there. You should check it out some more. Jeez. Ask about Gillian. Reason for assignment. Chief, do you know why has the science of the Junker Agency? I knew you'd ask that sooner or later, but I'm afraid it's top secret information. I can't tell you. Do you know anything about my past? The boys upstairs are really good about keeping things secret, you know, but what? Even they don't seem to fully know what the story about you and your wife is, but they do have a theory. What's the theory? That the two of you were found in the Siberian neutral zone. The Siberian neutral zone? They have linked you with the Snatchers through that fact. The two of you are living evidence. Say what? Why isn't there any data on me or Jamie and Jordan? It seems that your existence is a big military secret. They haven't told me anything about it. In other words, you and Jamie don't exist and can't be allowed to exist. Gillian is a Snatcher confirmed. He's a very shady character, but he doesn't seem to be working against us. Okay. Possessions. Show. Video. Temple. That's a really old photo. Does it have some special meaning? Now that you mention it, there was a map of the neutral zone in Freddie Nilsson's apartment, wasn't there? It's all tying back to Russia. How you doing, Gillian? You look like you're hanging in there. Harry, you know deep down inside, I might really be evil. Gillian, the only thing a man has to worry about is the future, not what's done and gone. It's very deep to say to Harry. Harry, I'm afraid I just can't fill Gibson's shoes. I don't talk to guys who say wimpy things like that. Harry. Now get out of my office. Harry's really good. Yep, we've said this before. There must be some secret hidden there. Must be some secret hidden there, okay. Harry, you really don't know what your own parents look like? That's right, my folks died in the catastrophe. Some scientist named Petrovic picked me up and took me to the army, and they took care of me. And that's where I grew up, learning nothing but how important it is to beat other countries in the race to new technologies. Catastrophe. So Harry also came out of Siberia, eh? Okay. I remember that my parents were really loving, but that's the only memory I have of my family life. You can't understand how hard this is unless you've lost your memory. I know what you mean, Harry. Well, I have a theory about where this is going, but I'm sure that I've been led astray by a red herring. Well, Peaches, you think everybody's a Snatcher, so I'd love to hear what your theory is. I don't know. I don't think I've ever seen it before. Even you, Harry? I don't know. Maybe on TV or something? Okay. Let's move to Jordan. And let's just put in Petrovic. Petrovich. Okay. Okay. Let's do enter name. Pet. Row. Bitch. No matching names on file. So I assume that Gillian is a Snatcher to be true. Then my thought currently is that Snatchers were developed by Russia as a way to infiltrate other nations by replacing powerful figures in those countries. I mean, that could be it. I don't know. I don't know. It would be more in Kojima's wheelhouse to have it be, you know, earthbound intrigue rather than aliens. I wouldn't be surprised if I was wrong, though, because clearly I'm too clever for the game. Let's call Jamie as well, and then we'll go back to Queens.
Neo Kobe Pharmaceutical Labs, can I help you? Huh? Oh, it's you, Gillian. What's going on?
Sorry about that. I mean, being on duty and all. Ask about Queen's Hospital. There we go. Queen's Hospital? Wait a minute. Let me check our records. It'll be interesting to see if Kojima keeps it ambiguous like Blade Runner or if he takes a more definite approach to the story. We'll see. We'll definitely see. Ah, here it is. They placed a large order for anti-cancer drugs from between October and December. Anti-cancer drugs, huh? I knew it. Well, that settles that. The director is Chinese, named Chin Shu-o. Chin Shu-o. Our records aren't all that detailed, though. That's all I can tell you. I wonder who this Chin Shu-o is. I've never heard the name before. We have nothing on him in here either. He might be one of those unlicensed underground doctors. Why don't you check your Junker records? You might have something on him. I'll take a look at our data here too. Thanks, that'll be a big help. So what is it? What's his name? Chin Shu. Oh, okay. Bye for now. Like, I wouldn't put it past Kojima to make it that Gillian's a seed, but I also wouldn't put it past Kojima to have a post-credit scene where Gillian's on the phone and then he just goes, I'm a Snatcher. Subtlety isn't really his strong suit, is what I'm trying to say. Oh, Gillian, I'm so glad we escaped those evil Snatchers. Did we, Jamie? No. All right, so Chin Shu Oh. No match names on file. Hang on. Let's just try Chin. Nope. Oh, see, they spelt it differently than Jamie spelt it. Come on, game. Chin show. Oh. Director, Queen's Hospital. Age, 41. Background, March 2043. Taken into custody and stripped of Class 1 medical license for involvement in eugenics scandal. September 2045. Arrested for operation of unregistered medical facility. Stripped of Class 2 medical license. May 2046. Arrested for violation of physical containment. Handling of dangerous substances. Permanently stripped of all medical licenses. Family, none. No data updates in 2047. Facial hair, rad. If I remember correctly, Blade Runner isn't completely ambiguous about whether or not Deckard is a replicant. It depends on what version of Blade Runner you watched, isn't it? Doesn't the director's cut have a bit of a different ending? I can't remember which one is which. I know there's one with a voiceover from Deckard. All right. Okay, so the non-director's cut version, the original. You've only seen the director's cut. I'm sure I saw it back on TV back in the day, but yeah, I've only seen the director's cut in the last 20 years. Okay. Now that we've got more info, let's go back in. If nothing plot-wise happens soon, I might have to go to bed. You have to look up the original ending. Okay. I'll only read something out if it's new stuff. The music is so good at building up the atmosphere, though. Okay. What? Don't we leave the hospital for now? For fuck's sake. What do they want us to do? We might have to call it and come back next week. Because the game wants us to click around doing stuff. And I was waiting for excitement. I suppose Katrina's gone home by now. I'm sure she has, so nobody's in my apartment. I'll be quite surprised if there was. You'd be really cold-hearted, you know. Poor lonesome Gillian. If only Jamie was here. This is your living room. Nobody home, eh? Figures. Please do not get too disappointed. Alright, we'll save here. We'll save in Gillian's house. Good spot to call it. Apparently there are 3 different popular cuts of the movie. Although there are like 7. That's too many. It's too many. There's too many. Anyway. Yes, so thank you very much, everybody. Thank you, Stealthy Golem, for the raid. Thank you, Retro Interocitor, for the raid. We are going to be playing Phantasy Star Universe together on Clementine on Saturday. Usually it's Friday night, but we're wrapping up our Phantasy Star Universe coverage with playing online. So theatrical release, director's cut, final cut. Those are the first 2 cuts, the ones I know about, and I didn't know there was another cut made in 2007. There you go. We're gonna have a Blade Runner movie marathon and just watch different cuts. Retro, thank you for this raid, much appreciated. Let's take this. Let's pass the raid love on, shall we? See who's around. See who's on. Raid love on, shall we? Shh, my channel. Easiest way for me to check who's on. Ah. Let us go to Tinsera. Tinsera's playing Langrisser 1 and 2. Apparently it's a remake, so we'll head over Tinsera's way. Just a heads up, Tinsera's got a PG rated stream, so, you know, don't suddenly drop F-bombs as soon as we get in there. But thank you so much for joining me. It's always a pleasure. Thank you very much for the raids. Thank you very much for the follows. We will catch you on Saturday night with some online Phantasy Star Universe. What a concept. And yeah, I hope you have a wonderful morning, afternoon, or evening, wherever you may be.
We're at a disadvantage too because they took Norm from us in the store.